live. I know it seems like I say that shit all the time. Anyway, I was called by Big Truck Chuck. We should have a show and talk about some of the atrocities that happened on Raw today. You know, we try to be even-handed in this show. You know, I mean, of course, it's fun talking shit about AEW because they make it so fucking easy. So tonight, want everybody to get on, sit there, air your grievances about what happened on Raw today, and you know, because it was some atrocities that fucking happened today. So I hope everybody's doing good. Shit, oh, look at that. Fitzpatrick just signed with the Redskins. I hope everybody's fucking doing good, you know, staying safe, masking up, just be patient. Everything's fucking opening back up, you know. And let's get into this wrestling shit. We can not only just talk about wrestling this week or what's coming up, because I know if some of y'all read them fucking, what's that, AEW already pre-taped. So I think most of the results, you know, that they already out there. So, what's that? What else? And then we can talk about anything last week, whatever the fuck comes on your fucking minds. We can sit there and talk about. If anybody want to come on live, you don't necessarily have to show your face. You just come on and, like, I don't know, block your shit out. I don't know, talk, because I know some of y'all are shy, you know. As you see, I got a jacket on in my garage. It's actually fucking cold out here. It's been raining all fucking day. Thought like I fucking stayed in fucking Seattle and shit. Let's see. Hey Randy, I'm not gonna go live, but I want to ask you confirm the WrestleMania tickets are postponed. I haven't heard about that yet. What's up, Clips? I don't know. Here, matter of fact, let's get the fucking co-host of this motherfucking show up. One Big Truck Chuck, the Night Train Jones.
Hey, how's it going?
It's Night Train. What's going on?
If you got it, a truck brought it. Let me tell you something. Here's the thing. I'm going to cut to the chase tonight because as most of you brothers know, and hello to everybody, you know I got to get up early in the morning. I got an early haul. Here's the thing. A lot of us in here may not be big Braun Strowman fans. We may not agree with how he was pushed the last few years. But what we saw tonight was a goddamn tragedy. What you saw was somebody's career die. It's dead now. Like, it is absolutely dead. It is so dead, Randy, to the fact of if they try to resurrect this motherfucker's career, it won't make any goddamn sense. Shane McMahon beat him within an inch of his life and then poured double dare slime on his ass tonight.
Hey,
the only thing that was motherfucking Mark Summers, nigga. The only thing that shit was missing was Mark Summers. I'm thinking to myself, now,
Shane McMahon looking like Mark Summers nowadays, shit.
Well, you know, I've been a wrestling fan for quite a few years now. And sometimes, well, most of the time, you can pretty much navigate which way they're going to go with the storyline. So I'm thinking, okay, obviously it's going to be Shane versus Braun. And Shane's just going to continue to make fun of him being a big dummy. But tonight was like something I ain't never seen before. Without any help, without any other people, he beat the fuck out of Braun Strowman. I mean, just shit it all over him. And now, I know Braun, he's been in quite a bit of a downstroke these last couple of years, but he did get the Universal title. And this beef with Shane McMahon extended from SmackDown over to Raw, if I'm correct. And I just don't. He beat the shit out of him, Randy. Like he fucked his wife.
Hey.
Like he put Braun in the bed with Melissa Mazzola, nigga. Like it was that bad. Like he beat his ass.
Hey.
I mean, he whooped his ass.
Let's just be honest. One.
Yes, Kyle Mack, the slime from motherfucking Nickelodeon.
Let's be honest. The only reason Braun Strowman got that belt because Roman Reigns stayed at home. We got to call a spade, okay?
Okay.
Two. Braun Strowman has been on the down decline since they made him the man, the monster among men. Okay? He didn't deserve it because he ain't been pushing his work rate up. He lost the weight, yes, but that was it. You know, he been having a hard time because, I mean, shit, you think about it. He had that chick from NWA. He lost her to fucking Charlotte's ex-husband, the British nigga. It's like Braun ain't been having a good few years, nigga.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if you ask me, his motherfucking career is over. You don't come back from an ass whooping like that next week talking about, oh, I'm gonna get revenge.
Hey,
that was Shane McMahon.
Hey,
that wasn't
something.
Like Sheamus or somebody like that. It wasn't one of like the heavy bruisers on Raw. It was the boss.
Tell me something. What happened with them hands? Who's gonna get them hands?
That motherfucker caught Shane's hands. He caught his hands, his feet, the elbow from the top rope. That motherfucker caught everything Shane had. I mean, not only did Shane McMahon beat his ass, but he talked shit to him. Like, basically, like, you ain't shit, you dummy.
You big dummy.
I'm thinking if you were starting a fucking rivalry, it's over now. You know, like it's the dumbest shit. Then, man, I don't even know. Like I said, I felt bad for Braun tonight. I felt bad for Braun Strowman tonight. I felt bad for motherfucking Jackson Riker, a.k.a. Gunner.
I don't feel bad for his Trump ass. I don't feel bad for Braun Strowman. His big ass got to whoop people's asses that he didn't deserve it. So, hey.
Okay, but when Shane started dumping you on your head and dumping slime on your head and telling you ain't shit, how the fuck? Like, how the hell is this a rivalry? This ain't no rivalry. This is a mugging.
That was a beatdown.
Yeah, this is a mugging. This is a humiliation.
Shane McMahon made Braun Strowman his bitch.
Man, his Titanic bitch. Like, I don't know where Braun Strowman can go from here. If I'm him, I'm like Jake the Snake. I'm wrapping my head up with a towel and shit so people can't see me leave the arena. I'm embarrassed, nigga. Like, it's like I was telling you, when the shit was going down. How does Braun Strowman walk back between the curtain talking about, hey, Vince, did your son beat my ass real good? Well, did it look good? Like,
was that good?
What the fuck do you say to some shit like that? Except, I want my release, nigga. Like, this is as bad as it gets.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate. You said right there, he walked to the back. He go over to Vince at the mission control and sat there and said, listen, yo, fucker, I quit. I put my notice in. Okay, what, he gonna go to fucking AEW and be a side bitch? I mean, you got Rusev trying to defend the honor of Penelope Ford and shit, but his career ain't been going no fucking where. His wife get more fucking TV time than he do. You think about it. Now you got fucking goddamn the Perfect 10 is a fucking bleach blonde goon now, I guess.
Yeah.
Everybody who sat there and said, hey, I'm going to go to AEW, they ain't got shit. And think about it. All them people I just said, and more people, and the big slow, they going over there, and Christian finna take that fucking title.
You think so? You think Christian gonna take the AEW title?
Christian gonna take it.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. AEW is definitely not an improvement. It's definitely not a step up. But he ain't got to worry about Shane McMahon beating his ass and pouring slime on him over there.
He should, if he go leave NWA or Impact. Or Ring of Honor put on a show today. I ain't got to watch it yet. It popped up on my little fit shit.
I think if I was him, out of all of them right now, I would probably go to NWA. Because at least in NWA, you ain't got to worry about Rich Swann beating your ass. You know, you ain't got to worry about shit like that happening.
I know you want to talk about that. So
you damn right I want to talk about that shit. Rich Swann holding 2 fucking TNA titles. He had no business beating Moose at their fucking so-called pay-per-view. That's why I wouldn't even spend $5 on that shit. I was trying to tell you, Randy, from goddamn get-go. If the master plan of all this shit is to put the belt on Kenny Omega, then why the fuck is TNA in business? I don't understand that shit, man. How the fuck do you take 5 steps forward, nigga, and 20 steps back? If you let Kenny Omega take that belt off of Rich Swann,
It's going to happen.
he's gonna beat Moose. Then fuck, your company is just as bad as Braun Strowman. Somebody ought to just pour some slime on the logo.
Hey,
It's
like
that bad, bro. It's that fucking bad.
Look.
And then you doing all this, Randy, I don't mean to cut you off, but you doing all this during WrestleMania season, where everybody's watching all kinds of wrestling. You know? They're not just watching the WWE. When it's WrestleMania season, everybody's watching every company to see what show they're gonna do that weekend. And if you're gonna fucking let Omega take the Impact title, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, bro. It makes no sense. The only logical explanation I can come up with is that I'm telling you the cons have already bought Impact and they haven't gone public yet.
Hey, okay. You want to talk? Let's have a real fucking conversation. Okay? One, it's been too many years of people praising Kenny Omega. I'm sorry. I ain't never been that great on that motherfucker. He had some great matches in Japan. Yes. Against him and Okada. Yes. But since he came to motherfucking America permanently, he ain't been shit. You got to call a spade a spade. The work rate went down. All that shit. The quality of his matches went down. He's not Kenny, the greatest wrestler around on fucking Omega. He's just another guy. He's just another fucking lazy-ass Canadian. Okay? He's just a motherfucker who's a vice president of a fucking business, which he should be held accountable because he's in charge of the women's division, and that shit is utterly, completely fucking trash. Okay?
You got no argument from me. From all the greatness. No, you got no argument for me. From all the greatness that I've seen from Kenny Omega, it seems like he's on a permanent vacation in the AEW. You know, I expect him to be doing it better than everyone else on that roster. But his matches has just as many botches as everyone else's. I'm sorry. If your timing is that bad, if every single match on the card has got 3 or 4 botches, then you know what? You got all this time all week to get together and work together and try to clean some of that shit up. It's in the same fucking place every goddamn week. So my thing is the show. They're doing the show out of that Daly's Race or Daly's Place or some shit. They're working out of the same fucking show every goddamn week. And if I'm Kenny Omega, if I'm the top guy in the goddamn company, then I already know who I'm working with for probably the next 4 weeks. So guess what? Me and whoever we're working with the next 4 weeks, we're coming in a couple of days early, and we're going to get this shit under control. We're going to talk this match out. We're going to talk this confrontation out, whatever it is. But, you know, he doesn't even do much. All he does is really talk nowadays. He doesn't even work. But I'm just saying, when he does work, like I'm trying to think, like with him and Moxley, why didn't you guys walk through this fucking match? Why didn't you guys walk through this exploding ring match? How come you didn't make that ring explode 2 days before the big show to see how ridiculous it looked? How come we didn't walk through all this stuff? How come we didn't prepare? What you saw was a show where they did not fucking prepare, bro. And they got no excuse. They're not on the road right now. They're not on TV every fucking day. That means the show that you have every week and the show that you send to the pay-per-view where you got the nerve to charge people $55 fucking dollars, you got to be doing it better and you got to be doing it faster, and it needs to start making more sense. I'll never understand how you are the top performers in the business, some of them, because Eddie Kingston ain't one of them. But some of them, how are you not wanting to get there and work and prepare, even if you got to walk through your whole match the night before to make it look good the next day when the cameras come on? How
you
come
want me to answer your question?
To get it done.
You want me to answer your question? I'll gladly answer your question.
Why?
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Because you have all these cocksuckers sitting back stroking AEW long and deep over this.
It gets pretty gooey after a while.
Yeah. After all they praise, and nobody tells them the fucking truth. See, somebody needs to sit down and have an Eli Drake moment. Hey, let me talk to you and tell you the fucking truth. Tell you, like, this shit is garbage. Hey, this shit ain't working. Hey, you motherfuckers is botching shit left and right, right? and left. Dustin Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, you got your Nightmare Academy, you got your Rhodes fucking Family Academy, and you ain't shit. Dusty is rolling over his goddamn grave, seeing this shit. He is rolling over his fucking grave. If he was alive, you think Dusty would sit there and say, this shit is acceptable? Like, hey, y'all doing it. Hey, Cody, Dustin, you're doing a great job training these motherfuckers. You got these motherfuckers ready.
There's no preparation, bro.
No,
there's no preparation.
Shit.
They're out there working like they just got their fucking match like 5 minutes before they went out there. You know, like they're acting like they don't know who they're gonna work with a week in advance. They don't know the storyline.
They're not practicing. Because you know why? All these people are sitting there praising them asses. They sit there, they jerk off on these TV ratings. Oh yeah, we beating NXT. You can't even wipe NXT's ass in the wrestling. You beating NXT because you got all these people who want to be anti-WWE. They're not looking at NXT like, damn, this show is fucking good. Damn.
And that's a prime example. You know why NXT is so good? Because I guarantee you, every single one of those matches, they walk through them matches. I guarantee you, they're in the ring the day before, working that match out. Before the cameras get on the goddamn, before they turn those cameras on, they've already walked through their match 3 or 4 times. They've already prepared. They know where the botches can happen. That's why it's so minimal, because they got the time to actually walk through their matches and get it down. And AEW, doing one show a week and you're not touring right now.
They do more than one show, Chuck.
Dude, they do
the fucking Prime. Not the Prime, excuse me. They do the Dynamite. They do the fucking show on Tuesday, and they got one tonight, the new one with the Big Slow, his fucking ass. He's a commentator on that show. They got 3 they do.
But that AEW Dark, those guys don't even work the Dynamite show, though. When you be looking at those results, like when you're watching AEW Dynamite and they start showing AEW Dark results, they're not the same. They're not working both shows.
The point I'm trying to say is motherfuckers working through the week. It ain't. But you know what's the problem? These motherfuckers, they want to go in there. They pulling. Let me tell you something. They pulling this WCW and this TNA bullshit. But see, I can't even say with the TNA shit. Because even TNA, when they was giving these niggas these days off, and they was making them work 3-4 days in a row and then take off for the whole month, they was bringing their shit. They was busting their ass. That's why I gave you an example. I said, no matter what you say about, hey, we don't agree with the Rich Swann situation, but you can look at that goddamn pay-per-view. Hey, Moose was working his ass off. Swann was working his ass off. It was no fucking botches. I had no
problem with how they work over an Impact. They do a much better job over an Impact with absolutely no audience, absolutely no crowd reaction. They do a very good job, and you can tell that they walk through their matches. They actually talk through their matches. They actually go out to the ring, and they actually walk through these spots so that they get them right. I got no problem with that. The problem I got is a cruiserweight beating a fucking heavyweight for the fucking belt, knowing that he's just going to turn it over to the heavyweight champion of another company.
Hey,
that's the problem I got. It's the direction.
I told you my theory with that. What's gonna happen is they gonna put Rich Swann out to the slaughter. Omega go get that belt, and then a fucking probably Moose gonna be the next one in line to get that belt, and that's what's gonna happen. I don't agree how it works.
He had no business beating Moose, bro. Like if you want to do it right,
this partnership is detrimental for Impact.
I'm saying Moose should have beat Swann.
Hey,
Moose should have beat Swann, and he should have took Omega to the limit, and it shouldn't have been a winner.
Hey,
that's how you take care of that.
I do not like the partnership because it seems like the only ones benefiting is fucking AEW. Even you look at every fucking partnership they do, they benefit. The one with the NWA, they send the best women over there to try to fix their shitty division. They send the fucking Good Brothers over there who help get their ratings up. Hey, and they not doing shit for Impact. And hell, you got Tony Khan, bitch ass, who the last bitch should be talking, sitting there trying to downpack Impact. Oh yeah, they ain't got nothing good over there. Like, man, you should be happy. You should wish that some of your guys can work like the motherfuckers over in Impact.
Sad part.
Your guys can't even work like that.
The sad part is, the AEW guys could work if they applied some effort. I mean,
They don't know nothing.
I'm even watching the Young Bucks, which is supposed to be one of the best tag teams in the world.
Oh,
And you
no,
can
they're the
tell,
best tag team in the world. You hear from them.
no, they're not better than the Usos. But see, the thing is, I don't like the fact that, it just seemed like they all came over and they all just said the hell with it.
They
We
want
got
a
a show
paycheck.
now. We got a show now. We're executives in the company. We don't really have to work so hard no more. Well, if that's the case, you need to step aside and you need to let, Private Party and these young and hungry tag teams really get in there and work, Like you got FTR over there that's supposed to be your old school slobber knocker, old school wrestling tag team, and they're trioing up with fucking Tully Blanchard. And I'm thinking you're wasting them as a tag team because
Hey,
as much as it's an honor for them to share the ring with Tully Blanchard, it takes away from their heat as a tag team only. You see what I'm saying?
it's not even that no more. Now they working for fucking MJF now.
They're part of NGF's crew, yes. I understand that part too. But they're still supposed to be an independent tag team going for the AEW tag team titles. And I'm sorry, their matches got so many fuck-ups in it, bro. Like, it's insane that once upon a time, these guys were tearing it up in NXT. Like, it's hard to believe it now because, again, I just feel like everybody went over there and just fucking just gave up. Like, they're doing the bare minimum.
No, they took the money. They went
On
over
the
to
show.
to get an easy schedule because you know why? In the WWE, they're gonna have a foot in their ass and tell them to get it right.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like they gave up already, man.
And Cody, let me tell you something, Jack. If he got more fireworks for him announcing that he got a kid coming than in that fucking death match, it's a fucking problem.
Yeah. I mean, shit, look at it. They all got kids coming. Mox got kids coming. Cody got kids coming. Well, if that's the case, then step aside and let the guys who are there, let those guys work, man. Give them some basic storylines. It doesn't have to be too complicated. It doesn't have to be too out of control. Just get in there and just work it, I don't want to see shit like that fucking little midget that runs around with fucking Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus doing some hurricanranas and slips completely off the guy's body, and 5 minutes later he runs and jumps off the apron. How is that okay? That is not okay in professional wrestling. If I was that guy, if he would have slipped off, I would have just went on and did something else. I wouldn't have sold that because it doesn't make any sense for you to do it afterwards. It's like when you watch Goodfellas and Pesci blows away fucking Samuel L. Jackson. He shot him, and then 5 minutes later he jumped forward going, oh. Like the bullet went through your head 5 minutes ago. Now I'm saying, oh. Like, come on, man.
Oh shit!
But I'm gonna get off of the AEW shit. I don't like the way Braun Strowman was done tonight. I thought it was really fucked up. I'm gonna tell you, to me, it didn't make a whole lot of sense for Oscar to go out there and beat the shit out of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler without no weapons, no nothing. Seeing as how no, I'm saying, but seeing as how Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler done went to every fucking show and beat everybody's ass. Mind you, they've been on SmackDown kicking ass. They went to NXT and kicked ass. They come back to Raw and they kick ass. And now you're going to have Oscar go out there just one person and beat the shit out of both of them. It made absolutely no sense, bro.
You see what Sammy Pete did right there?
I know they finished up with, the referee saving Shayna Baszler, but it made no sense for it made no sense for Oscar to go out there and beat them both up. It just didn't make any sense, bro.
You see Sammy Pete just dropped. He said, you didn't hear from him, but Nick Aldis is going to AEW. That's such a mistake.
And I worry about him.
Yep.
I worry about him.
That's such a mistake.
Because if Nick Aldis is going over there,
they're going to beat his ass.
I mean, not only is he's doomed from jump, but what if he does want to go in there and have some of the best matches? What if he comes in and wants to have some of the best matches, like when they match him up with someone like, hey, okay, you're matching me up with Eddie Kingston. Hey, Kingston, let's go over this shit the day before the taping, and let's tell him. Oh no, I got it, bro. I'll be okay.
I'm with John Moxley. I'm
Yeah,
on
no,
John
you
Moxley's
won't.
best friend. I
You
got
won't
it.
be okay, motherfucker. You need to get out there and practice. Hey,
Oh,
and Ray Gunner, that shit with Bad Bunny, I think is coming to an end. Because if you notice tonight, he gave the 24/7 title back to R-Truth.
well, you know
So
they
I
pushed
think,
him. He won the Grammy last night.
yeah.
So
So I think that shit's coming to an end because he's gonna have to go back down and probably start performing. Because when you win that Grammy, you got to capitalize on that with a tour.
yeah.
And as things are starting to open back up, well, hell, we don't know how it is in Puerto Rico. He might be able to go down there and do a show right now. We don't know. But he gave the 24/7 title back to
And he took a
R-Truth
chair shot.
for a beer, a lunchbox, and a replica title of the Smoking Skull belt.
And he took a chair shot today.
Yeah, I mean, no, he took a guitar shot, and the guitar didn't even break. I was like, come on, man. I know Miz wanted to bust him over his fucking head. He couldn't. He had to give him that little soft side shit. I know Miz wanted to lay his motherfucking ass out.
Shit. Hell yeah.
He got to come in here. He got to go out there and sell for everybody and look like a fool for everybody. And that's another mockery right there. Okay, you had him bridge the belt to Bobby Lashley. I understand that. Why do they got to keep beating the Miz's ass? Like, it makes no sense to me. And one thing that I thought about too, I had an epiphany when I was watching the Miz wrestle earlier. I mean, is John Morrison done? Has he turned completely into fucking Robbie E? Like, he doesn't even work like that no more. He's really a full-time accessory piece, and
Why?
he was a main wrestler. I don't understand that.
Chuck, this is what I told you. I said, you think about it. Morrison is content where he went to Impact, became the man there. He was in Lucha Underground, which was a part of his renaissance, became the man there. You come back to this part, he's 40. You come back there to get the money. Now his wife working there. Hey, he get to spend time with his wife. You get to make that scratch. You're good.
What I'm saying is, it's wasted talent, though.
I agree. But see, the difference with him, out of everybody else we talking about AEW, Morrison got the ability. He could turn it on just like that. Them niggas over there can't do that.
I understand that. But see, that's what I'm saying, though, man. Like, pro wrestling fan, you damn right Lex Luger deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Don't listen to what Randy. Don't listen to what Randy tells you. Lex Luger is an integral part of history in the WWE, the NWA, the WCW. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
That fucking son of a bitch killed Elizabeth. You
Period.
know it. I know it.
He didn't kill Elizabeth. No. He didn't put the coke up to her nose and make her snort it. She snorted that coke willingly and OD'd and died. Fuck that.
He beat her ass.
No.
He beat her. He like, you're going to get high with me, you bitch.
No, but he didn't have her snort. He didn't have her snort all that coke where she died. Come on, man.
Yeah, he did. He didn't. You're going to be as high as me.
Let me tell you something. I don't think Lex Luger was any more harder on her than Macho Man was, because they was all crazy about her. Remember, Macho Man had her fearing for her life. She couldn't look in a man's direction, nigga.
Okay.
She tried to go hang out. She tried to go hang out with Hulk Hogan's whore of an ex-wife, and that's when she started fucking around, because that's what really happened.
Let me talk to you. We taking this story from Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea. This motherfucker's a known habitual fucking liar. This motherfucker
We're not taking it from Hulk Hogan.
Hey, yeah, that motherfucker tried to push that. He tried to put that
7P comment,
your brother, and all that shit. That motherfucker, no, he tried to push that narrative. And they talking about, yeah, me and Macho Man was cool. And then the Ultimate Warrior had to bust him out. Like, no, you're not. You're a fucking liar.
The point of view I'm talking about is not from Hogan. I don't believe a word Hogan says either. Like that fake ass fucking diner scene. Right after he started calling everybody niggas and shit, then all of a sudden he had a diner and two black people got married. He gonna conveniently turn around for a picture. I don't think so.
I told you then that shit was a setup.
Hell yeah, it was a setup. That shit was fake.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hogan ain't shit either. But we ain't gonna start on Terry Bollea tonight.
No, this wasn't supposed to go to that. What I'm saying is, it was his ex-wife, Linda, that helped turn Liz into a whore. And that was one of the main reasons why fucking Macho Man was pissed off. And that ain't come from Hogan. That came from goddamn Bruce Pritchard. Pritchard was behind the scenes trying to hold all that shit together.
Hey, some of that shit, Pritchard, you gotta take with a grain of salt too, nigga.
Yeah, but what the fuck was he? He wasn't nothing but a road agent trying to get these guys to the show.
The motherfucking Lex Express. His bitch ass can't even slam.
He's a Hall of Famer, Randy.
He can't even slam.
Whether you want to admit it or not, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a part of too many big fucking moments to be left out. And you know what?
Go put him in the NWA Hall of Fame. You want to do that shit? Go put him in NWA Hall of Fame. That lying son of a bitch told Vince, all right, I'm going to sign back. Next thing you know, that cocksucker was on fucking Nitro with that fucking non-starch ass shirt.
That's why there's really this much animosity, because you can't let go of the, what the hell is he doing here? No, you know what though? Speaking of the Hall of Fame, that question you put up earlier, do I think Luke Harper, aka Brody Lee, deserves to go in the Hall of Fame? The answer is no. You know, he died. I'm sorry.
That's gonna be unpopular.
You know, it ain't unpopular. He ain't no Hall of Fame.
AEW motherfucker get on here.
Hey, he a one-time Intercontinental Champion, bro. Only Coco Beware can get in with that shit.
Hey,
Nobody else.
Tag Team champion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Multiple tag team champions. Not a Hall of Famer. Didn't have a career long enough in the business, you know, with WWE or even in AEW for that matter, to try to put together a Hall of Fame portfolio. Now, you look at somebody like Lex Luger. You going to keep Lex Luger out to put Luke Harper in? If you do, I'll be in front of that fucking building on Monday throwing rocks at it, saying, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, real shit. This is going to be me being honest as I can.
And Kyle Mack is tragic, but no, Shad Gaspard is not a Hall of Famer. No, he's not.
No, they talking about the Ultimate Warrior part. The Warrior.
Okay, so we're gonna start having we're gonna have a tragedy wing, because then Chris Benoit better be the first motherfucker in.
Okay, nigga.
We gonna have a tragedy wing?
Chris Benoit choked out his wife and his son. They choked out his wife and the son, nigga. You can't put that nigga in there for it.
Hey, he died too, goddammit.
Hey. I'm sorry. He choked out his wife and his kid.
And he choked himself out too. The guy was a victim of his own shit.
What?
You cannot. I'll put it to you this way. I'm not trying to sound like a dick on here, but everything that Luke Harper did, everything that Shad Gaspard did, hell, everything that Lex Luger did, none of it was bigger than WrestleMania 20's ending. Period.
I understand that.
And it never will be.
All I can say.
Never will be.
All I can say, for me finishing what I was going to say, I could not in good conscience put Luke Harper in before Lex Luger. That's just me being honest.
But he's not a Hall of Famer though. If he would have had more longevity, then I could see that.
No.
But you basically coming to me with a Chris Masters resume. And you don't get in the Hall of Fame with that.
Look. I think what the people
was awake right now.
I think what the people are talking about.
He would give you the best of the best speech on what a Hall of Famer is.
Hold on. I think what the people talking about with Shad Gaspard, I can't really defend Luke Harper too much, so I'm not even going to bother with that.
Prime Time was okay, but they're not Hall of Famers, bro.
But look, would they go sit there and say with Shad Gaspard, I mean, he did good things, and then at the end...
Okay, just because he wrote a book with Muhammad Hassan,
no. When you look at his life, and the ending moments of his life, he sacrificed his life for his son. That's a warrior award, nigga. That's heroics.
I understand that too.
Hey,
but
he saved his kid, and knew he was going to die, and he saved his kid. You can't take that away from him.
But Randy, at the same time, I'm not saying what he didn't do was great, but that was his job. That was his son. That was his job to save his life and give up his own. That was his responsibility.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Some people
to try to slide somebody into the Hall of Fame.
Hold on. Some people in that spot, they bitch up.
A lot of them. Hey,
they bitch up. They're like, I have another kid, and say fuck him. You know, but he loved his son. He
I
sacrificed.
understand that.
Shit, people talk about the army and shit paying the ultimate price. No, he paid the ultimate price for his boy. And that might fuck up his boy a little bit too. Because when you think about he's still breathing, his daddy's dead, and you got to think about that shit. They didn't find that nigga for like 3 days until he went all the way out and washed back in.
Well, wasn't that the same? Wasn't that the same thing with Naya Rivera? She
No,
just had. She had the same thing. They found her child. They found her child in the boat that they were sailing in, and she was overboard. She drowned.
Yeah, they found her.
I think she saved her kid too.
Yeah.
The Grammys didn't even mention her on Sunday. They didn't put her in memory shit.
Yeah.
Like her life didn't matter. Like she didn't exist. We know who Shaq Bastard is, and we know that he made the sacrifice to save his son, Randy, but that does not put him in the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. You can give him a Nobel Peace Prize, a Silver Star, whatever you want to give him. But that does not get you into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Okay, hold on.
It sounds.
Hold on.
You gotta still be objective here.
Nigga, I'm not talking about putting him in there for his wrestling achievements or lack thereof. We talking about the Warrior Award. The Warrior Award for people. I mean, hell, they gave that shit to a motherfucking office. They didn't give that shit to fucking Joan London. They didn't give that shit to a few other fucking people.
Joan London beat cancer like that.
If you're going to define a warrior,
okay. Well, let's look at it this way, though.
Better than that, somebody who's willing to put their life on the line for their kid, who did put his life.
I mean, he did.
Yeah.
He wasn't willing, he did.
He paid the price.
But name one father in this chat that wouldn't do the same fucking thing. And they ain't looking to go to no goddamn Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Let me tell you something, Jack. You know me and you. We talk about real life shit. I can tell you shit I've been through. You never know until you put to the test, nigga. It's just like when somebody pull a pistol on you. You don't know if you got the balls and the gumption to sit there and stand up like a man. Like, hey, if you gonna fucking do it, nigga, do it. And some of them sitting there crying, pleading for their life, tears rolling down their eyes, piss rolling down their legs. You don't fucking know these fucking things until you put in that moment.
Yeah.
Everybody's not built for that shit.
Sammy, what you talking about? I go raw in every bitch so I should get the Royal Award.
I'm risking my life there.
Hey. I don't know. That's a tough risk. I mean, nowadays, they got a lot of medicines and stuff that can help keep you going and stuff in them tough times.
It's some shit you can't get rid of.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Pro Wrestling Fan, The Observer. They lost all credibility when they ranked AEW and gave them all the fucking awards. And we sitting over here talking about how lazy they are on a Monday night.
John Moxley, Wrestler of the Year. When the fuck that ever fucking happened?
McIntyre was the Wrestler of the Year. It's either him or Roman. They were the Wrestlers of the Year. I lean more towards McIntyre because McIntyre carried it when a lot of wrestlers were out sick, and he carried that shit all through the summer into the fall. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know how you overlook that, you know what I'm saying, and act like every day, every Monday, every pay-per-view, he wasn't out there getting it done. Like he wasn't Wrestler of the Year. And then we talk all the time about how great Roman Reigns is working right now. I don't even think those guys were runners up on that list, Randy. I don't even think they were runners up. And you want to tell me that that's objective? That shit is not objective.
He's taking the Jacksonville Jaguar and Shad Khan's money. Because it ain't Tony Khan's money. It's his daddy's money.
Yeah.
And he's taking that shit. See, Meltzer should be fucking a goddamn shame of his old ass self.
He should retire.
It's just like how he said, but see, it makes me think like Bradshaw and all the people told stories like how they used to take Meltzer for a ride. And I think
Not Tom Zink. Not Tom Zink, Sammy. Rest in peace, Tom Zink. I still watch that fucking highlight when homeboy missed his assignment and Tom Zink fucking flew off the rope on the list coming.
That's a motherfucking Z-Man. I remember that.
Yeah, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Man. Yeah. Let's see.
Link us in. Yay, you come on. I think I could push the little fucking shit. I forgot. You could be 4 deep on this shit now.
Okay.
So, anybody want to get a taste? Bring your ass on in. But hey, real shit. We could do it like this. How, if you want to sit there and say, what's the best storyline going right now?
Best storyline going right now, if you ask me, it's a tie between Lashley being the champ and Roman being the king of the table. But Roman being the king of the table has got more longevity than what he's been doing. He's been working it for a while. So you have to say Roman being the head of the table. Because even tonight they took the belt off of the Hurt Business, the tag team, and they put them back on the New Day for the 11th time. I thought it would have been nice for the Hurt Business to all go into Mania with the straps together.
It's Sammy P.
You know what I'm saying?
Did I request? I didn't mean to request. If I did, my bad.
Well, I'll be damned. There goes Sammy P. I would have said I'm just a condom filler, but you just
fucking
said you wasn't doing that. So.
It's raw.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
it's
buddy.
Like Mondays, it's raw or nothing.
Oh man, it's gonna be nothing for me then, because I don't have good luck like that, Sammy. I'll be the motherfucker going out like Pedro from the real world.
Wow.
No disrespect, but I don't have the best luck.
Hey, that's rest in peace too.
Shit! Look at that. We got Slick on here.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
How about this?
Yeah.
I want to say something real.
Is that winged eagle belt though?
Yeah, it's the wing angle, baby.
He had it on last week.
Is it? See the back?
With real straps, with real buttons on the back. Not that Velcro shit they're doing nowadays.
Nah, that's the real strap, baby.
Man, they think we stupid like we didn't hear that little fucking peel apart shit. Fucking Lashley peeled that shit apart. Come on, but look,
I want to say, look, I agree with Randy. I think Shad need to go on not as a wrestler, not recognized as a wrestler, but recognized for the Warrior Award, because what he did, even though as being a father, I think every father would do it. Every parent,
do it, right?
I think you're wrong for that, Chuck, but he did do it. And even though the Grammy thing, who y'all was saying with the female who died on the boat?
Naya Rivera.
Yeah, Rivera.
What you saying?
Remember she was little Gwendolyn on Family Matters.
Oh, for real? She died?
Yeah, dude. Same situation. She was out sailing with her kid and she drowned.
Oh yeah. I remember. But my main thing is, I think he should be taken into that, because at the end of the day, he was a professional wrestler and he was a WWE wrestler. They gotta look out for their own. Fuck what the Grammys did to her. They gotta look out for their own. If y'all gonna give Joan London for beating cancer, which is a beautiful thing, and they get a little sick boy, which is a beautiful thing, and the ring man and all that, give him that. Because he was one of their own. They need to recognize him just for that.
Facts.
Isn't that something they should have did last year, though, if they was going to do it?
But remember, he got canceled. No, he died.
A Warrior. They didn't announce one last year.
They didn't.
No, they didn't. Yeah. They didn't do anything last year. They got to do two years this year.
I know that, but
they still going to do last year's.
The middle of
I know they're going to do all in one night.
Yeah.
But I think they stopped after the Bella Twin. They didn't even get a chance to do the Warrior Award, because once COVID hit and they canceled Mania, they stopped naming nominees.
Well, they added the Bulldog and JBL.
Bulldog, JBL, Batista, NWO, and the Bellas.
Yeah, so they didn't even have a Warrior Award. They didn't
have a Warrior, and he should, and not for nothing, he should get it. Because that was really before COVID. Oh, right. COVID hit like the next one.
It's something they would have. If they was gonna do that, it's something they should have did last year.
It ain't too late.
It ain't too late. My whole point is they need to. I feel he deserved to get that because he's one of their own. That's part of that community. They gotta look out for their own on that one. Just like I disagree with you, Randy, with with the
Lex Luger.
Rock not being black. You know why? Because at the end of the day, no. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I'm mixed. I'm Puerto Rican and black. My mother was Puerto Rican, my father black. But at the end of the day, what WWE recognize him as? He black.
Hold on, Trav.
When they put the three black champions,
they recognize him as Samoan shit. If the Rock didn't have high chief's blood in his veins, if he didn't have the high chief's blood in his veins, or the Wild Samoan's blood in his veins,
he probably wouldn't be.
They wouldn't have hired him.
He probably wouldn't be as big as he was, even though Soul Man made the phone call for him. Soul Man plugged him in with Patterson. But at the end of the day, what did WWE recognize him for? They gonna the Samoan shit, but when they put the three black champions that held that strap, they put The Rock, Kofi, and that's why he got a claim. And the other thing, and Luger deserves to be in there. I'm sorry.
You're right.
Luger is big.
Right.
Yeah, I bet you gonna say you right.
Luger's a piece of shit. Piece of shit.
But Travelino, how many pieces of shits are in the Hall of Fame?
I was about to say that. Cal Mackey, Sensei,
it's just like the baseball Hall of Fame. How many pieces
your
of
man,
shits are in there?
Sammy. Your man Cal Mackey, Sensei, Patty is in there. Patty like to touch the boys' fatties.
And he created the Royal Rumble.
Peppermint Patty.
Not Peppermint Patty. I'm done.
Peppermint Patty.
This close to goddamn St. Patrick's Day.
He like to give him the Patty melt. You know, that's his finisher.
Okay.
The Patty Nelson from behind.
That's okay.
I love it.
Now what you saying that, Trav, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said like with yourself, you Puerto Rican and black, right?
Yeah.
For real?
Do you acknowledge both of your races?
Don't do that.
Yeah,
right.
The Rock don't.
I'm 4 deep on this chat with my friends.
That's the difference. That's why I come in and say that.
No,
shit.
I've seen an interview
when he's trying to tell people to sell shit to black people.
I seen Dwayne acknowledge it.
Come on, Oos. That's all that motherfucker said.
No. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Cause you know I'm cool with Naomi Trinity. That's my people.
Yes.
And John, my husband.
Yeah, that's his cousin.
So one time I'm talking to him, we drinking at the bar, and I'm like, so I'm like, what with The Rock? And he's like, he's so Hollywood and out of touch. I said something to him in Samoan. He just like, yeah. But the way he did, when The Rock be talking, like he did it just like he like, yeah, understand what the fuck. Like they fuck with him because he made it. You know, he's big, but it's like, you know, like he Hollywood. He ain't even real. It is what it is. He has to do like.
You know the thing with The Rock though, we have to be honest though. You know, most if he was just categorized as black Travelino, when he came in trying to wrestle and act like his dad, he would have failed. They would have fired him. It would have been over. He didn't get the circumstances and shit if it wasn't for that goddamn Samoan side, bro. Because all it takes is a phone call from Alpha, and Alpha get anybody hired.
And not only that, Vince had good, a relationship with the grandmother.
Right.
His grandmother.
Right. But that's what I'm saying though. To me, that side took him further than him being Rocky Johnson's son. And The Rock, for the longest time, bro, it's like Randy said, we didn't really see. Like I didn't know his name was Dwayne, bro, until like 4 years into that fool's career. I didn't know his name was Dwayne. Like, because all
Johnson.
Is that Samoan shit.
Johnson. Hey.
But he never went as Johnson. He was Maivia.
Right.
Yeah, he was Maivia. They gave him. Remember, he wanted to be. If you watch Young Rock, he don't hide it. He was trying to say he was Spanish or some shit. He was calling himself. Like, he tried to start as Flex Cabana, and Vince was like, "No."
Yeah.
So what it sounds like you saying is, it sounds like it's even worse than I thought. It sounds like he's out of touch with both of his races.
No, yeah, on the TV show, which is true, is in his book, I believe. He talked about when he went to school. I forgot the name he was using, but he was saying like he was Spanish.
His name was Tomas. It was Tomas.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he was saying to impress like the people, like, oh, I'm Spanish. So he really was. I mean, as growing up a mixed child, But then again, I'm from Harlem, so it's Puerto Ricans and it's blacks. So I don't know.
I'll tell you what. This is my
I
theory.
I never lost my identity.
So yeah, you telling me this motherfucker had an identity crisis?
No, this is my theory on being mixed.
It sound like
I'm black. I'm black and Mexican, half and half. My girl is black and Native American. We have to actually go by what the police go by us as.
That's my point. Wait. That's my point.
We black.
What WWE when they put up when Bobby won it, they put his picture right there. Boom. They put him right there. Whether they trying to save face and make it like, oh, we've been doing it. They put his picture right there. But he's not 100.
But he don't even acknowledge. The last time he acknowledged, like, I'm Mexican, like, I got really no say in this shit. But from what I see, the last time he acknowledged it was when his dad died. That's it.
Yeah.
He hasn't said shit about the belts.
And what was that for? To get sympathy.
Yeah.
To get over, right?
Aaliyah.
He's still trying to get over on the outside of wrestling.
No, but you know what though? I ain't trying to stick up for him. And I remember it was 98 because I used to watch it. That 70s show when they was on the 70s show, he played his father and his father was there. And he said, "Oh, I want my son." He did say, "I want my son Dwayne to be a wrestler just like me." And man, and he like maybe he could be the most electrifying. He did the people's eyebrow in your window type of shit. Yeah. He did say it back in 98. I mean, it is what it is. My whole point is, if he get pulled over or let him do some wild shit, it's like Tiger Woods. You watching Tiger Woods shit?
Yeah.
I forgot all about that in the 90s with Tiger Woods when he said he was, I forgot what the fuck he said he was. He got 18% black.
He claimed his Asian side.
And then they said when his ass get in trouble, what he gonna be? And he got in trouble. And what he was. Same shit with Dwayne. Let that steroid shit come out.
You know what this shit started from? Let's just be honest. This shit started from the juice. It started from O.J. Simpson, even though that motherfucker was black as fuck. But it started from him turning away.
He wasn't really black.
I'm not black or O.J.
Make him black.
Then when his ass got in trouble, hey,
I'm black to the brothers.
But I'm black. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I watched the ESPN shit on that motherfucker. He was at the church with the dashiki on, and I'm like,
yeah.
Like he went. I'm like, yo, they was talking like really OJ.
Black people before that. It was like,
but his first wife is black, and his kid is black. His first daughter, and his first wife was black.
Yeah, his older kids, yeah.
Juice.
I mean, that's neither here nor there, but. The other thing, and I'll let Sammy talk some to my back, Sammy. I ain't mean to be taking in all the carrying the convo.
My bad. Go ahead.
Hey.
The other thing is, I think, man. What happened?
I said sometimes this shit get good. This that barbershop shit.
I'm glad they got the full thing there. That's dope.
Yeah.
Got 800.
See, I was playing Call of Duty. I had to jump on. But fucking see my shit. I'll play Call of Duty. But fucking I think the best storyline going is Roman. I hope they add Danny Bryan into the match. Cause I don't want to see Edge and Roman 1-on-1 like that. I think WWE messing up. I think they messing up with too many wrestlers that should be like Edge is a heel wrestler. I don't like him, especially his new pathetic just come back. I like the rated R sleeves bag piece of shit he is. That's what make Randy Orton is so dope, and I say that every week. Orton is he's so bad, he's good. You like I fuck with Randy, cause he's an asshole.
I don't like the idea of him having to go work with Alexa Bliss though. That's taking.
I mean, they build into the Undertaker Fiend shit that they bringing him back and
Fiend.
And that's all fine and dandy. That's all fine and dandy. We didn't just see that shit 3 years ago. But we just saw that shit 3 years ago with the little ring changing into rats and roaches and worms. Yeah, we've already seen that shit from those two.
The snake looked like sperm and shit. It was a snake, right? Looked like sperm. He said it. That's why I fuck with Randy Orton. He like, look, I was running from sperm or some shit. Like,
see, and now you got. You see what they did tonight. You see what they did tonight. They put the belt. They put the belts back on the New Day, and automatically. automatically the Hurt Business ain't getting no rematch. He gonna
the AJ Styles and the big dummy coming in.
Yeah, they're going against fucking AJ Styles and Taco Fall at the fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, the big dummy. I don't even know his name.
He hasn't wrestled in 4 months, and he's gonna have a fucking main event, fucking tag team match.
He's gonna stand.
What's his name?
He's gonna stand on that apron. He's gonna stand on that apron and be Kevin Nash when he was Shawn Michaels' bodyguard. Yeah. That's what he's gonna do.
He can't.
I don't know.
That guy's too big with the. He can't compete with the none of the three. None of them.
Like that guy should be. I said that last week. He should be one of Apollo Crews' backup men.
I mean, a good goon, a good.
He's good. He was good. He's a goon.
And I like what they do in Apollo Crews. I just want to say that.
I love what they do in Apollo Crews.
Yeah,
I like how he got.
We never had any complaints about Apollo's ability. It was just getting his career in line with his ability.
They got somebody. Some people are fucking heels. That's just what it is. Some people are heels. Roman, cool face. He even a better fucking heel.
Bad ass hell. Bad ass hell.
They sure did have Apollo Crews smiling and all that shit early in his career.
Yeah. He was a white meat baby face.
Yeah.
That's what. And I like how he do it.
I
like how he used the Idi Amin accent, African accent, and got that aura. Go ahead, baby.
Beast. Roman Reigns is a beast, but the way they got him now, Paul Heyman could never leave his side. He'll go down.
I don't know, Sammy. If you ask me, Paul Heyman just sitting there for decoration. He ain't needed. Roman does his own talking now. He does his own selling. Heyman is just there just to smile and put that cul-de-sac on TV.
That's Heyman backstage. He has to stay with baby him.
Well, Heyman pushed that. I'm saying he can work with him and stuff, but Heyman ain't out front doing the talking. Roman's doing the talking, and it's real good right now.
Only way, if he did lose Heyman on screen, if you just build, I would build all the Samoans around him. Just have him with, like, I try to have it at MLW, have the Samoan dynasty in WWE, and all the Samoans. Mina, him, Naya, all of them just with him. I'll put them all together.
Another low-key scoop, Heyman might not even be there at the end of the year, I'm just saying.
Probably not.
Like contract running out?
Rumor has he has bigger things to do.
Well, I'll put it this way.
Is Brock trying to go back to the UFC?
If Paul Heyman is tired of doing that stuff and he needs a break, I have no problem with it. You know what I mean? I have no problem with it, you know, because he's done his job, man.
Yeah, he did it.
That guy wants to go retire. He's done his job. You don't have to fucking live and die in this business. You ain't got to be Tully Blanchard still going out there.
That was cool. That was so sad seeing that fucking old man.
I didn't want to see that, bro.
I like the nostalgia with that. I think it was used nicely.
It's like seeing Precious Paul Ellering. You like to see him come out with the leather jacket on, but stand to the side. Don't get involved.
Reminds me.
That's the way I like to see Tully.
That was like when fucking Hoist Gracie came back fucking and fought GSP, and GSP beat the fuck out of him. Or was it GSP or was it?
No, it was Matt Hughes. It was Matt Hughes.
Well, who came back?
Royce Gracie. I knew he was gonna lose that fucking fight, Sammy, because he didn't have that fucking gi on. I knew he wasn't gonna win that fucking fight. I said they made him put on them goddamn swimming trunks like the rest of them. He ain't gonna win that fucking fight.
He was looking like he just got out of bed. You know how Captain America at the beginning when he was hella skinny with the fucking with no shirt on? That's what Hoist Gracie was looking like 20 years later in the UFC.
Damn.
Hey, bro, and you know what's sad? Like, just to talk about that for a minute, I was watching that DJ Vlad interview with Dan Severn. That motherfucker said he want to fight Shamrock again.
Yeah.
Why?
That guy's delusional, bro. He thinks there's
Shamrock will fight him.
Hey, Severn said he don't want to deal with nobody else. Like he said, he's in retirement, but the only person he'll come out for is Shamrock. And he did this interview with Don Fry, and Don Fry said the same thing. He'll come out for Shamrock.
But both of them is I follow him on his page. They both fucking crazy. You heard? Bro, they some Trump supporting. Yeah. Don't take my gun. They crazy. You heard?
I remember when fucking Don Fry brought the UFC belt to fucking New Japan. That shit was so hard.
Don Fry's a badass motherfucker, bro. He's a.
That motherfucker was scary.
Hey,
He was scary.
he hit them cigars too hard though. That motherfucker.
Nah, he look bad now.
That motherfucker voice is raspy.
Yeah.
They look bad. I ain't gonna front. Dan Severn look bad. I didn't even know it existed. I seen a match on YouTube. Dan Severn versus Riddle. Matt Riddle.
Really?
Yeah.
In an independent. Riddle whipped that. Dan Severn had a little something. Riddle won. He put Riddle over though, but it was nice.
Man, I can see that though. You know those guys like that. You know you can put KG Muto in that category too. They may not remember too much, but he gonna remember that goddamn hot spot he does. All he gotta do is get in that ring in that position. He gonna remember that spot. Barely tie his shoe now, but he'll remember that fucking spot.
Muta got a championship, right?
Yeah.
GAT, right? He's a GAT World Champion, right?
I don't know. I saw.
Did you see the highlights on how he won?
Yeah, he missed the spot with that flip. He flipped and stopped and went back and elbow. I'm like,
bro, I love him to death, but let it go, man. Just let it go.
Nothing was worse than I think the worst old timers coming back match ever was Goldberg and Undertaker.
Almost killed when he almost broke his neck.
Man.
Yeah, he almost killed him.
That was in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah, that was the worst. That and
the Triple H and Shawn Michaels was.
I was about to say that
with Kane against the.
When
Kane came on.
When Shawn Michaels was bald with that fucking do-rag looking like.
But not for nothing. Triple H went out early. Shawn Michaels carried that whole thing. Yeah. If Shawn Michaels really went back to training and got in ring shape, I ain't gonna say he could go. He could go. Like he carried the whole thing with them old motherfuckers. Yeah, he was better than old.
Didn't Triple H tore his tricep in that match?
Huh?
He tore his tricep in that match, didn't he, Triple H?
Yeah. Triple H. He was out like his first spot.
That's why at the end of the match, you see it. They have that fucking screenshot. They're just laying in the corner.
And Sean said, "He's like, I'm too old for this shit." He said, "He's like, I'm too old for this."
Hey, real shit, man.
But I like that MJF, that little stable they got. That's the only reason I'm gonna watch AEW.
I can't fuck with Sean Spears though, bro. That guy.
But they gotta do something with it though, Trav. You can't just put all these guys together and they got no fucking direction. They don't know where they going.
That's why. What's gonna fuck them up is this. They trying to do the Ultimo Dragon Great Muta thing. Not Great Muta, Ultimo Dragon Austin Aries thing, and make Omega a belt collector and collect all the belts. That's what the stable should be behind. Because you can't have two major heel stables. MJF, he a good heel. Like I would have been put that belt on that young boy.
He a good talker, bro. Then when that bell rings though, man, I just don't see it.
He ain't bad. He not bad.
That's because they pushing Darby Shaw.
Yeah, he not.
The thing is,
why you always call his indie name was Darby Shaw? Was it Darby Allin?
I call him nigga Darby Shaw. So
that's why I'm like, Randy State called him Darby Shaw. I'm like, why you keep calling Darby Shaw?
The thing is though, Travelino, you know this like I know this. They still new in the game as a company. The fact that he's okay is not good enough. Your champ got to be the fucking man. You got Brian Cage sitting right there. What the fuck is doing?
See, they doing the opposite to me of what WWE should be doing. Like they turning a lot of guys that shouldn't be heel. I would have Kenny the face, Brian the face. You got enough. Y'all gonna make Jericho a face again?
But
I think Jericho's done.
It's time for Jericho to go.
They got Brian Cage a mid Carter though.
And a mid Carter.
Is he really a mid Carter?
He's not a mid Carter, bro.
Nah, he's not.
He showed me in Lucha Underground. He showed me in Lucha Underground. He is not a mid Carter.
He just talk. I know what it is.
They got him.
He talks bad.
The FTW belt. Like, who gives a fuck about that?
That fucking belt.
He's not a good talker. He's not a good talker.
That shit was trash in 90-something. It's trash now.
You know, speaking of Lucha Underground, it totally fucking.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
About it. Did you know Thunder Rosa was Cobra Moon?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was her.
Oh wow.
You mean him?
Huh?
Wait, Thunder Rosa the tranny, right?
Nah, that's that fucking Nyla Rose. Ah,
No, Thunder Rosa. She's the one from NWA.
yeah,
She's the one.
Oh, the crazy joint.
Yeah, the one with the half face. She the one that came in on the pay-per-view. It was just her scaring everybody away.
And then you know who's supposed to be who might be going to AEW? That Marty the Moth.
Oh shit! I remember him.
All right, I'm talking a minute.
That dude with the makeup?
No, he was the one. He was from one of the Tough Nuts, and then he went to fucking Lucha Underground.
And did you know that the White Rabbit on Lucha Underground was Karrion Kross?
Who?
The White Rabbit on Lucha Underground? Remember it was
Did
him?
not know that.
I did not.
And Paul London and somebody else. The big White Rabbit, that was fucking Killer Kross.
But wasn't he in TNA at that time as Killer Kross?
No, they all went after when Lucha Underground shut down.
Oh,
they
okay.
all went over there.
And Dario Cueto, the main guy, they said that he's gonna start a lucha stable at MLW.
Oh wow.
MLW be looking good. What's his name doing this thing over there? Harry Smith.
Leo Rush.
They got
Leo, Harry Smith.
They need to get that shit on TV.
Yeah, I think it's in Canada.
That's in
Canada. When I
too?
tried to get in the Lucha Underground,
I thought that shit was out here somewhere.
No, I think that shit's in Canada, in Ontario, I think.
Oh.
I know they got Harry Hart Smith and Jacob Fatu, they champions. And remember I said Alexander Hammerstone, he looked good.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
He look like money though. They ain't snatched him yet.
He look like a buff rocker.
But he had the long hair and all that with the tights before he wore like he like a Triple H.
Yeah.
He looked just like old school Triple H. But other than that, what else? And the other dude, what's the Impact new champion?
MLW on Fight TV too? Okay.
Fucking Rich Swann. They put Rich Swann over Moose. What the fuck is we doing over here?
And you seen the spot Moose did up the top rope? I seen on Instagram.
Yo, I'm not. They had a great match, but you'll never sell me on a cruiserweight beating a talented heavyweight.
Not that cruiserweight. Not that cruiserweight.
But you know what it is?
To carry the heavyweight blood of your company, that he's just gonna go lose to Omega.
That's why, and because Rich Swann, what was it, last year? That fool was supposed to retire. He broke his hip and his fucking legs or whatever.
Like, he came back.
Yeah. So it's like a Cinderella story.
Look, it's a beautiful story. Give him the
they could put the X Division championship on
the fucking main man, bro. Yeah. Moose was over there. This is how bad it was for me. Because I don't keep up with Impact like that, or I didn't keep up. I thought Moose was a legit champ because of how he was carrying that fucking belt. That little fucking old TNA title, I thought that was the title because of how he carried it. And then come to find out, the real champion was Rich Swann, and he come out looking like a fucking bum and shit. And I'm thinking, all right, here we go.
Exactly.
And
he look homeless and he too small. No homo.
They had an opportunity to put that belt on Moose, and it was a slow climb for Moose. You know,
around for a minute.
Get in shape, work on his talking, carry yourself as a champion. Everything was laid out for Moose to be their fucking main man, and they fucking blew it.
Well, maybe they'll have a triple threat.
PWF says contract expiring. That's why.
Where he ain't going nowhere. He gonna stay right there.
He better not make that mistake and go to fucking AEW.
Nah.
But WWE don't want him.
He can't. He's good where he's at. He needs to go ahead and help Impact.
If he go to WWE, they're gonna misuse him. Look at what's the name? What's his name? Look at Titus.
That's what I was saying. He's gonna go and be under Titus O'Neil's wing.
But see, the problem is though, Titus O'Neil should have Moose's ass on
the Alpha Dog.
Moose actually. Moose actually.
That's the Alpha, right?
He done been in Japan.
Yeah.
He done worked with people. He can get out there and work. Oh, Titus O'Neil can't work. Titus O'Neil is a good ambassador for the country.
He's a walking meme. He's a walking meme for fucking going under the ring.
Oh, man. That whole thing, he can't get over slipping and falling and sliding down the ramp.
I see him on TV. His career is done. He's backstage eating with fucking with Andrade fucking Aleister Black.
Hey, that's okay for him because he done did what he wanted to do, and he
was never.
does
He's older. He's older anyway.
for the company. Yeah. But Aleister Black, that's a mockery. That's
and Andrade, and they don't want to release Andrade.
Yeah, they
I don't
hold
know.
No,
I don't know why. I don't know why Andrade would want to be released though. Like your woman is right there.
I think he throwing a tantrum. He probably like fuck it.
What you know?
They're not using them.
They're not using them though.
Sasha Banks. They're gonna let him learn some English, and then he's gonna come back and like Sasha Banks and be one of the fucking head motherfuckers.
But see, Sammy. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Andrade right now. Here's the problem with Andrade, Humberto Carrillo. You know, Garza's nephew is holding his own, but that goddamn Santos Escobar, that's your Latino star right there. That motherfucker is the real fucking deal. For carrying that fucking belt, that motherfucker is main event. He got Killer Cross on his game. You working with me? This shit's gonna be better than what you thought it was gonna be.
That's another Lucha Underground star. That's King Cuerno.
Hey, that dude is good, and he needs to get up to the main roster.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Zima Ion was one of his people. So Randy told me.
The what?
You know Zima Ion?
One of his people is that goddamn Zima Ion, the one that destroyed Jesse Sorensen's career.
Yeah.
He killed that nigga's career, bro. He broke his neck on purpose.
The fucking DJ.
Yeah.
He's a DJ. He had the worst gimmick ever. That shit was lame.
Hey, I'm telling you, they put him with Escobar. They done cleaned his ass up, and he taking his role serious now.
And
best spot he been in years.
He could talk English. He's good.
He had the worst gimmick. And what was the cruiserweight that they got rid of? The one that used to do the dance. He used to come out with the Jordans on and do stupid shit like that. What's the name?
TJ Perkins.
Oh.
He's Impact. He's Impact's X Division title.
Yeah.
Right?
He just dropped the belt.
Matter of fact, he lost to Ace. He lost to Ace Austin.
That's a good move.
He had the worst fucking gimmick with that whole. Just like they not using what's the name? What's the Japanese dude in NXT? Akira? Back to Future dude? Kushida. They not using Kushida good.
He's a bad motherfucker too. But it's the English, bro. They need managers. They need talkers.
They can't talk. Yeah. That's Triple H signing all them Japan people and
they just signing them so they don't sign with nobody else. But when you get them over here, don't you want to do something with them?
But look at Nakamura.
I mean, you got Ricochet just fucking sitting there.
But look at Nakamura too. Remember what it was 2 months before the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber? He had a hell of a match against Roman when he was about to. It looked like he was going to go on against Roman.
But you know what, Travelino? The thing with Nakamura, I think Nakamura's on the other side of his career now because he decided to sign back, and he knows he's just going to enhance talent from here on out.
Yeah, that's what they said. The backstage
Kevin Owens too.
Role now is he knows he's there. He's there for this new contract to put people over, and he'll get his spots. But he signed because he likes America and he likes surfing in fucking Florida.
Hey, let's be honest, bro. He used to break his back in Japan, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't making nearly what WWE is paying him. And you gotta think about all that shit. Like those guys, even though they're in the fucking dome, they're not making very much money over there. You know,
you're right.
Like, you know, people talk shit about McMahon and they talk shit about Khan and these American promoters, but them Japanese
should be
guaranteed a lot of money from them wrestlers over there.
Yeah.
They
guaranteed.
Yakuza and all that bullshit, the Mafia, they kept a lot of money from them wrestlers over there.
Yeah.
Why you think Bruiser Brody got killed? He was a goddamn legend in all Japan, but Giant Baba was keeping all the fucking money. That's why he was trying to start that shit with Carlos Colon in Puerto Rico. Fucking invaders stabbed him. And he's a fucking legend over there, bro. He wasn't making no money.
Hey, Tony,
I think the only motherfucker that really made money over there was Stetson Hansen. Because he never go nowhere.
Where I stay at, I'm like fucking no lie. I'm like 15 minutes away from Abdullah restaurant. It's closed down now. Nastiest. I don't eat Chinese food. I went in there. I mean, like everybody know. They know I went in there like a couple years ago. Everybody know I'm a wrestling fan that know me. I don't hide it from. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yeah, I love wrestling.
You
So
down south?
I was like,
Every other person doesn't have to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah, she like look, it's Abdul thing. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, let me go in there. He's sitting right there. They was interviewing him with some Japanese people interviewing him. His wife is a little Japanese lady. All the memorabilia on the wall, pictures with Hogan's, the forks, the belts, all this shit on. Dude,
he killed himself for the business, bro.
It stunk in there, yo. It was stinking in there. It smelled like a meat market, and it was a change. I'm like, who eating this shit? And he's sitting there. He does a big tub with this nasty shit in his. You see it. They like he put coins in it, and then he right by this place in Atlanta called Ben Hill. That's like outside the hood. And they said back in the day, you know, somebody was fucking with him and he beat a nigga up in a parking lot and stabbed him with a fork. Like regular people, like, nah, he really beat somebody up and stabbed him with a fork out there. Like huge, and he like, hi, how you doing? He's like, how everybody doing? I'm like, this dude used to be scary. Look at him.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. He's another one. He broke his back for the business, but he didn't walk away with very much money.
Yeah. He ain't had and
was in that's in the electric chair.
Oh man!
Hey,
belly to belly from Rick.
Hey, let me ask you guys.
Take it all day to pull a lever.
Let me ask you two guys a question, because before you guys got on, me and Randy was talking about it. I'm not the biggest Braun Strowman fan, but did they not just fucking bury his fucking life tonight?
Yeah.
Is he not?
I'll let Sammy go first.
He got that fucking Nickelodeon slime on him. He's done.
I mean, how do you bounce back from that? How are you going to come back next week? How are you going to come back next week and tell me that this feud between you and Shane McMahon is still on the way he beat the fuck out of you tonight?
What? When you lose to Shane McMahon when he jumps off that fucking pirate ship in WrestleMania?
Bro,
I think
what I don't understand is, like, he didn't try to gimmick it. There wasn't no people out there helping him. This was Shane by himself, just beating the fuck out of Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I think Shane shouldn't have beat the fuck out of him.
No, I think they shouldn't even touch Travelino.
No, I think I seen it. The camera. I was like, it's fucked up when Shane got up and gave him the body shots, and he's so like, ugh. And I was like, come on.
Hey, he ain't. Look at.
He stole the body shots like, oh. I was like, and they hit him and he fell back and then laid on. I'm like, come on, bro. But
what they didn't even show, Shane didn't even get him with that elbow, bro. He just dove through the table.
Look, but not only that, I think Braun gonna beat the shit out of Shane in WrestleMania. I think Shane is gonna have somebody interfere. I think it's gonna be what was that big dude that he was big on when they had that backstage underground fight, that
Right. I know you. I forgot his name, but I know you talking.
They're gonna bring in the next monster because a wrestling fan aspect, like, come on. And it's entertaining because it's funny. Shane called him stupid, but he did the hopscotch. When he did the hopscotch shit, he said, "This helped me stay in shape." And he said, "This will help you count 1, 2, 3." I was crying. I'm like, yo.
When I was watching that, though, guys, I thought, okay, Shane's just going to alienate him again. He's going to piss him off some more. There won't be no contact, but he's going to outsmart him again.
Yeah, I thought that too.
When I see Shane just tear off and start beating his ass after he got his hands on Shane, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm getting the payoff, the upset, and the letdown all in one fucking match right now.
And Raymond 88,000, you right. 8,800, you right. Dabado, whatever the fuck his name is, he should have been brought in tonight, beat the shit out of him. But I think they saving him for I don't know, this is just my opinion. They saving him for Mania. Whatever happened with him and Shane, I could see a big monster coming in. Or what was the other dude that used to play football that was a 24/7 champion that was big on that underground show too? Maz. I can see Maz coming as an enforcer, beating the shit out of Braun, helping Shane go over, and that's making like a new top heel.
But what I'm saying, Travelino, is like the way that Shane did it tonight by himself.
Yeah, that was wrong.
It doesn't make any sense for somebody to come help him now, because he just showed that he can beat the fuck out of him by himself.
He survived the plane crash. What makes you think Braun Strowman could beat him?
A helicopter.
Oh, it was a helicopter, wasn't it? Yeah.
Regardless, he survived that shit. Ain't no fucking
jumped out.
No, Ric Flair survived the motherfucking plane crash in the 70s when you should have been dead.
Hey, That's why he don't do those back. That's why the backflips he always lands on his side because he could never land flat on his back after the crash.
And you see all them lumps in his back.
I was about to say, Travelino, that fucking knot was always on his back.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, a couple down from that.
We always called when we was kids. We called that shit his off button.
I remember as a kid,
he done, nigga.
As a kid, I thought he got shot. I remember my uncle, somebody like he got shot back in the day. I'm like, he got shot up. They like, yeah, you such a bad hit. They shot him. He like, he's such a bad guy. He got shot in the back. I'm like, damn, like what happened to his back? So I got older, like 20 years old. I was reading something. He was in a plane crash with Greg Valentine's father, crippled him and killed him.
You can't tell me back in the day. You can't tell me back in the day when we was growing up, all the little hood rumors about the wrestlers and crack. The night I found out that fucking Owen Hart died, because I didn't watch the pay-per-view. The night that I found out Owen Hart died, a crackhead told me that Bret Hart died.
No,
he was like, yeah, you know that guy Bret Hart? I was like, yeah, he was like 6 feet in the ground. I was like, what? And I started the news and I saw, like, I went to the dope dealer's house to watch that second replay. I was like, oh shit, that was Owen that died.
But the funny shit is, and my baby mother, but she's my girlfriend at the time. I was 98. I was like 19. On the apartment. We was watching, and this was before I had a fixed box. I wasn't buying no fucking pay-per-view. Like at the time I was selling crack. So we was watching, when that happened, they were showing on A&E Wrestle with Shadows. That's when that premiered. That was the ironic thing. We was watching Wrestle with Shadows. I'm like, that was like the first backstage look, like, yo, this shit. Because I remember it happened, like, they screwed them, but yo. And then I remember putting it on the news, and they're like, professional wrestler dies at event. They're like, Owen Hart. And it came, I'm like, everybody in the crib is looking like, yo.
And Travelino, wasn't that one hell of a coincidence?
Yeah. It was when Wrestling with Shadows came on. And I was like, oh, all that, like, the worst. I think the worst.
That was the night McMahon got that teardrop.
The word. I don't think McMahon killed him. McMahon didn't kill him on purpose. He just went the cheap route. He went the cheap route.
Bro, they knew that shit was gonna drop. They knew that shit was gonna drop his ass.
He went the cheap route. He went the cheap route. He a piece of shit. Cause I seen behind. I know y'all seen it, that Wrestle with Shadows. I know he was counter suing the wife and all this other shit that she couldn't sue him and sue the company and all that. Like, she break it down, like, why she would never let him go in the Hall of Fame and what they did after that incident. And I'm like, wow, McMahon's a real piece of shit. Like, you WWE, and you tell all lawyers and how to keep the money in-house. They're like half the Hart family was like suing.
Well, you know back then, that was a lot of money to get up off of for McMahon. He had to come up off of, what, $21 million for the Hart family? For what happened to Owen?
Owen's family, not the Hart.
They really didn't have.
Yeah, and then she came back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
thinking if you offering Bret Hart $1.4 million a year, you ain't coming off of 21 just off the top like that. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Nah, but he was a piece of shit for that. And then but the most craziest thing, and which y'all know was like a rumor back in the day for me, was I used to get mad because I knew better. Because I could look at his face and tell when the Ultimate Warrior died, and when he came back, it was a different. That right there, I could tell I was the same Warrior. I could tell you what. Y'all never heard that rumor? Ultimate. They said in the Ultimate Warrior DVD thing.
I heard it. I heard that rumor too, but you can still tell it was him by his build and everything. He just had that one. Used to piss me off. He came back with that fucking Tina Turner hair and shit from the 80s.
Yeah, and he was smaller. That and I remember my same uncle. He was telling me all type of stupid shit. He told me we was watching, cause as a child, especially growing up in New York. You know, New York was mainly WWF.
Yeah.
NWA, WC. Hogan got there. I used to watch it here and there, but they didn't have. I realized that now it was classic matches. Like I watched the Flair matches. Hold on, shit called. Forward it. One second. Don't.
Have a little technical difficulty in Atlanta.
Hey, Ray Money. That rumor. We all heard that rumor.
Look, I watched it. They didn't have no jobbers wrestling, so all their matches always went long. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch an NWA match back in the day, it don't matter if it was Rick Steiner versus the Unknown. They going 15 minutes. Just WWE. You got Warrior going in, clothesline, slam, boom, boom, it's over.
You talking about?
But anyway,
you talking about the way Damian Priest did fucking Jackson Riker tonight?
Yeah, that's good for his racist ass. But look, yeah, I was a booty call, elevated size. But look, fucking long story short, the worst was. I remember my uncle told me that. Remember NWA they was making fun. I didn't know at the time they was making fun of Hulk Hogan. I used to go get the PWF Professional Wrestling Illustrated magazine, and they had Randy Hogan. It was like that's his brother for. It was somebody. I think it was my friend.
They had Horace Hogan for a little while over there too.
No, but it used to. I put him on the X-War page. They had Randy Hogan. They had a jobber with the mustache and the bald head like Hogan, and named him Randy. At the Randy Savage and Hogan at the Hulk Hogan, but he looked like Hogan. Everybody's like, that's his brother. That's his brother. He be getting his ass kicked at NWA. And I was like, damn.
I remember when everybody thought Rob Van Dam was John Claude Van Dam's brother.
Yeah, that one too. They thought that was his brother. They like that's his brother, one of the Van Dams. That one too.
Think about it, man. We done heard some crazy shit.
A bunch of them.
I thought that shit for the longest time.
Dude, when me and fucking Jose Elevated Science was in high school, like the only way we could decipher real wrestling fans, we would go up and ask like that little question like we was Masons or something like, how did Jake Roberts, who lost 2 inches off their height from Jake Roberts' DDT? And if you said Ronnie Garvin, we was fucking with you. That shit was rich.
But now I ain't gonna front. You gotta think back then. Remember, Jake had Macho tied in the ropes and a fucking cobra bit that man on the arm.
Hey,
I was like 12. I was like, oh shit. It was D-Venom. He told the story.
It looked kind of mechanical though. Like,
nah, that was a real snake.
It was defanged.
The way that motherfucker kept gnawing on his arm and it wouldn't let go. I was like, I thought they just fucking struck like they struck you.
And Jake said it wasn't supposed. Yeah, Jake said it wasn't supposed to happen. He said he pulled it. It wasn't supposed to happen. He like just was gnawing at him. And then he said when Rowdy come down, he said he did like that to Rowdy, and Rowdy was scared of the snake in real life. But he like you see, he like, oh shit. But he had to let
shit, and they didn't want to give him the belt, but like one time.
He said twice. He said
what was the time?
He beat Flair Mania when he grabbed the tights. The Mania 9, right?
8. I think it was 8.
WrestleMania 8.
Whatever it was. I'm bad with them numbers now. I don't even
that was
all I know is 3, 10, and 20.
No, that's the one I went to kid. That was WrestleMania 7.
Him and Warrior.
He lost to Warrior at 7.
Right.
It was 8. Yeah. He lost the Warrior, and then the only one that kind of retired was the Warrior because you ain't see him no more.
Right.
Except at the end of 8. WrestleMania 8, when Hulk Hogan was getting his ass whooped by Kid Justice
Warrior
and Papa Shango, and then that's when that nigga made that fucking
yeah.
It's the ultimate warrior. Oh my God.
Hey, tell me something. Tell me that wasn't the biggest fucking flip-flops of your whole life. We had sat there for a whole year and watched Warrior run through everybody, including Hogan, to drop that belt to Sergeant Slaughter. I mean, like...
But the way it was done was nice.
I couldn't even fathom that shit, bro.
That was when the war was going on, wasn't it?
That was when the war was. Yeah. You all remember?
And they brought in fucking Skandor Akbar and shit, and fucking Iron.
No, it was. But his name was General. Yo, I got in trouble in school.
General. Yeah, General.
Yo, I went to school and we had to do. I never forget. We had to do fucking you know when you got to write about the news going on or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to say Saddam Hussein. I'm like, General, I named him. I'm like, General Akbar, still threatening America. And the teacher like, who the fuck? He ain't say who the fuck. Like, who's General Akbar? I'm like, somebody, dude from wrestling. I saw you saw it, man. I'm like, you know what I mean, Saddam Hussein. But the Colonel Mustafa, that's what he was called. Spot 1 on his job. Shout out to Spot 1, B.
No, Colonel Mustafa was the Iron Sheik, wasn't he?
No.
Yeah, because Skander Akbar was General Adnan. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. I ain't
used to
think
cut that promo that.
and it was
that motherfucker started going off, and Sergeant Slaughter was like, "Yeah."
Nah, he was Cal's father was wilding. That nigga, when he burned the Hulkamanian flag, you heard?
They was trying to kill him.
Yeah.
They tried to kill him.
Yeah.
Yo,
I ain't go first for a second. He's like, I'm going back. He had the belt. He like, I'm going back to Iraq. I'm gonna hand this to Saddam Hussein.
Bro.
I ain't go front back and I kind of believed it. I'm like, yo, he gonna get his shit to Saddam Hussein.
Bro,
I'm like, yo, where the fuck Hulk Hogan at, man?
Can you imagine? Fucking Vince McMahon Vince McMahon almost got this dude killed trying to get this shit over.
That's real.
They had to change the venue
on the G.I. Joe commercial, on the cartoons and shit, and turn this motherfucker to the biggest enemy of the American people, and didn't give him no security, bro. He went on like a regular dude, didn't give him no security.
But McMahon did that on purpose. McMahon did that on purpose because when he went to do G.I. Joe, McMahon wanted a piece of his money.
Yeah.
And he was like, back in like 86, and he was like, no. And then he was like, all right, you fight, and let him go. He did that. Oh, we're going to bring you back. We bring you back as a heel.
The biggest fucking enemy of the whole country, bro.
Like, he was a heel back in the 70s. I always thought, I started watching in 86. I always thought he was a face. But later on, I started seeing a lot of wrestling. I'm like, he was a heel back in the day.
Bro, I tell you what, heel, face, sidekicks, no sidekicks. The run that the Ultimate Warrior was on, it just wasn't logical for him to take that belt off of him. That was the Ultimate Warrior.
I like it though because
fucked himself with that by not showing up to all the goddamn appearances and shit and proving to be unreliable. Because I honestly believe if the Ultimate Warrior was in his game, he would have carried that belt in the 7, bro. I don't even think he got.
They said Merchant. I was a child of super fan that era. He wasn't no Hogan, man. He wasn't. Hogan was like Superman as a pro wrestler. He wasn't Hogan.
He was traveling.
He wasn't touching Hogan,
but he was.
Even though Hogan let him pin him.
WrestleMania 6 changed everything, though. Like,
Hogan. Even though he was kind of one-dimensional, Warrior was super one-dimensional.
Man,
like he was super. Hogan. Like I posted it the other day. I'm like, that's the shit that drove me. Like Hogan had. He just had it. He was a rock star.
Hogan brought the heat like nobody's business, yes. But I'm telling you, after that hour-long match where Hogan beat the makeup off the Warrior and them motherfuckers, Hogan's hair was orange and yellow and shit, that shit changed the world when he won that belt. And that's when Hogan really should have left it alone.
And they said They said Warrior didn't sell tickets and merch.
Yeah,
Vince only care about tickets
it's the
and merch.
Warrior's fault because he didn't take it seriously. But if he would have taken it seriously, I think Hogan's run would have been done right there.
Remember when they had the rematch in WCW?
Oh, shit show.
Oh man. Thank God
show.
Hey, thank God for the black box, bro. I felt bad for anyone who spent real money on that.
Shit show.
Hey, let's be honest. That fucking him being over there, it was the downfall of the British Bulldog's life. Because he got injured on that fucking trap door.
Yeah.
And then went to the fucking drugs.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
no.
Yeah.
Bulldog, Brett said when they wrestled in, what's the name? When they had that excellent one of the best matches, that SummerSlam match for Intercontinental, it was in Wembley.
SummerSlam 91, right?
Yeah.
Brett said Bulldog was smoking crack all night. He said
No,
Bulldog
that wasn't the match. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about.
He said that's why he ain't packed him out the ring.
He was up all night on a bender, and Brett put him in a headlock, and he said, "I'm fucked." That wasn't the SummerSlam match, though.
That wasn't SummerSlam?
No,
because I thought he said when he jumped out the ring, Bulldog ain't catch him.
You knew it wasn't that SummerSlam match because they wrestled a fucking hour, and there was never a dull moment in that match. He wasn't off his game in that match. But I can't remember which one it was, but I know what you're talking about. It was the one when Brett shoots.
If it wasn't that, it was the one when Brett fought him the second time, and it was for the WWF title, and Brett was bleeding, and he did the power slam outside the ring, and the sister was in the corner, and Jim Cornette was his manager. When Davey turned here.
Bro,
my whole point is he was smoking, getting high before that.
Hey, that was his best opportunity to win that belt, is when he went head up with Shawn Michaels, bro. That was I think
WCW should put the belt on Davey when he went against Vader.
In your house, beware dog.
Right, yeah. His wife was like, Sean, I know that you want me.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird.
I'm like, man, y'all had to get somebody better to play his wife.
That was weird. And they should have put the belt on Davey Boy when he went against Vader in WCW.
Man. I'll tell you.
I got a question then. We talked about.
But that's why, not to cut you off, Sammy, that's why I'm telling you, that's why he got kicked out of WWF, is because he was on crack back then. And when he, remember, because shortly after that, he dropped the belt to Sean and he disappeared. He went to WCW. He was getting high.
He was on the
first
I be feeling bad for the daughter. I follow the page on Twitter. They be going in on him. They be calling nigga crackhead, all type of shit.
They can say what they want, but I'm sorry. He was still one of the best guys to step between them ropes.
Nah, he was.
Despite how short he was, you couldn't tell back in those days. He stood big with the big men at that time.
Except when he cut his hair. When he was short hair, he wasn't shit.
Yeah, with short hair, he ain't look.
But
long with the
speaking of the dungeon and whatnot and Hall of Fame, what about Brian Pillman?
I got no problem with that.
Yes.
Good, thank you.
He's a part of too many integral parts. I mean, how many people can say they had a Glock pulled out on them on Raw? Like that shit don't happen. Like it don't go. Like look,
wasn't he WCW first cruiserweight champion? Right?
That was for WWE a fucking gun on TV.
Back in the day, I thought he put 2 in Stone Cold. I was tripping as a kid.
They say USA found him, and yeah, Spot when his daughter do reply, be saying stuff to Davey Boy daughter on the Instagram.
Real shit. When Pillman came out, because Austin was hotter than shit at that time. He was on his way all the way up. And that motherfucker.
I think Luger deserved
his ass. I was like, all right.
But Pillman to me, Pillman was the beginning of the Attitude Era because he seemed like he was straight shooting. Like,
oh man, can you imagine? If he wouldn't have passed away?
He's the first.
If he wasn't hurt, remember he was hurt.
He fucked up the ankle. His ankle got shot.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that storyline they had working with Goldust and everything. Right when he passed away, that shit was like money.
And mind you, Marlena was his ex-girlfriend.
Facts.
Yeah.
Vince ain't shit for that. Whoever wrote that story.
That's what they always do that shit. They always turn their people on each other.
They need to make a DVD or documentary on how many times they broke up real life relationships or really made it a part of that. Lita and Matt, Matt Edge, like they just took it there with so many.
Okay, you know the thing with that though,
to really start fucking Edge.
You know the thing is with that though, I don't think we got Edge in this match at WrestleMania if he didn't fuck Lita. Like if we being serious about it, we don't get Edge versus Roman at this year's WrestleMania.
That made him a heel.
If he wasn't showing hits on,
that's when he went rated R, and that's when the world changed for him.
I truly agree with that.
And it did okay for Matt too. If Matt wasn't so pain and in such pain already.
If it wasn't for them fucking in the Raw ring, he'd still be drinking blood with Gangrel.
Man, somewhere at a Comic-Con or something.
Yeah,
it would have never took off.
He was over here in Santa Maria fighting in front of 30 people fucking 2 years ago. Gangrel.
And let's be real. Christian probably wouldn't have took off either.
Nah,
like they really elevated each other with that shit.
Who?
Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Because if he would have never rated R, we wouldn't be worried about him wrestling Roman's on the It wouldn't have happened.
It's true.
And back on that, I don't want to see that. I think that's a waste of a main event. I think that was a waste of somebody winning the Royal Rumble.
Hey, but I do want to see the.
You know what's crazy though?
On Friday.
What if they put the?
You want to see who? Him versus Uso.
Uso is fighting Edge on SmackDown Friday.
I know. He stepped it up.
But they've been doing that though. They doing with their storyline. They're doing that WWE 2K13 storyline shit. Yeah. Where you fighting Jey Uso in a different match every week to get the Roman at the show.
Hey, but he's working. That boy can work.
No.
Jay working.
Hey, no doubt. I just wish
Jay working better than John. When Jay was injured, he working better than when John was.
Dude, I wish both Usos was there with him as a triad. I just think that would look so much better.
These pictures.
Yeah.
The other one about to come back. He about to come back.
They need him. Because this storyline would be so much better if you had both Usos with Roman.
So white.
Yeah.
To me, that's
another thing too.
That's the real Shield. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing too, I'm going to tell y'all, I agree with y'all. Like, I think Wrestler of the Year for 2020, Wrestling Illustrated was fouled for that, was Roman. I think Match of the Year was Roman versus Jay. When the brother came in and stopped it and all that, like, come on, Oos, you're ready. Like, that shit was emotional. To me, that was like Match of the Year.
But see, that's
when the brother ran.
But see, that's what I'm saying though. You start talking about Dave Meltzer and he's How the fuck you gonna say that Moxley was Superstar of the Year and McIntyre carried that belt all through the fucking summer, all through the pandemic and everything? He didn't even get runner up or nothing.
But when he said the biggest waste that shit hill or dirtbag with Vince McMahon for firing anybody, he basically gave his reason why he shitted on all of WWE except for Sasha,
except for Bailey. Bailey was the only one who got in the war.
When he said that, he gave his whole fucking reason. Like you did, which Vince did. That what was it, Black Wednesday? We talked about it.
Man, they do that shit every year.
But you still got to be fair. And John Moxley wasn't Wrestler of the Year. You could have gave it to fucking.
He didn't work enough.
Or whatever his name in Japan.
To me, he didn't work enough to be Wrestler of the Year.
Honestly, okay, like I really can't stand AEW, but I follow it and I watch it.
We all do because it's wrestling.
None of those guys should have won any of those awards. Not one of them. Not one of them.
Yeah.
Best tag.
I gotta do like them. Nope.
And I mean, we're about as fair and as impartial as it gets here. Because I watch all the shows anyway. Even if they discuss me, I watch.
Yeah, me too. Me too. For the most part,
I don't want to miss something good. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want to just anticipate that the show is going to be dog shit. I like to confirm that it's dog shit.
For me too. Yeah, for me too. I just AEW. I changed the channel when Nyla Rose. Pal Mackie Woman is on there.
You know, honestly, I'll tell you, this is what I do at my house. In my living room, I have the opportunity to watch 2 channels at one time. So of course the sound is on NXT.
That's right.
But I'm watching AEW in the mute. You know what I'm saying? On the other side.
I listen to that Busted Open Radio every day, every morning.
Okay, yeah, and that's a good thing too.
And yeah, Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer, Mark Henry, they fucking spit facts too about these shows, and even they're on AEW's not side, but they love it. And I can't fucking see why. I don't get it. Like,
I'm thinking maybe they looking at it from a wrestler standpoint of you can finally make some money and you ain't got to kill yourself every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Competition, another place to make money. That way it make contracts better for all sides or something like that. But
you say, wait a minute, Sammy, you said Tommy Dreamer? I think I just seen Tommy Dreamer with a fucking man bun on over in TNA.
Yeah, no, he's on Mondays and Wednesdays, I think, or some shit. And they it's Monday through Saturday, and they switch off people. But if you guys got Sirius XM, you guys need to listen to that shit every day because
I don't have it, dude. Not anymore, but I used to.
I think they be putting on YouTube, right? They put
or maybe podcasts or something. They might put.
I think the podcasts they put on YouTube.
Yeah, I gotta get.
I think it's on Spotify. I think it's on Spotify too. They put the episode on Spotify.
That show's fucking good. 3 hours of just hardcore wrestling. All 3 hours is just straight wrestling, straight. Like, it's good.
Man, that's crazy because you know what? We can do that shit right now, man.
Yeah.
We're making some money.
Yeah, we'd be on Sirius XM too.
Like talking real shit. Like not no sugar coated. Like I want you to come on so I can kiss your ass. And I'd be like, motherfucker, why didn't you do that roll up?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it make sense for me to do that?
You know what though? Like we said, we watch all wrestling, but give me a 24/7 NXT channel, and I would never turn that motherfucker off. Ever.
You know why? You know why? It's because you know what? That's what I was telling Randy earlier.
It's for wrestling.
AEW, They do a weekly show. You telling me you can't come in the night before and go over these spots? You can't get in the ring and actually feel and get these spots down where you don't have so many mistakes? Because I guarantee you that's what NXT is doing.
That's what I say.
NXT is like, we're going live once a week. Let's work on these spots the day before, 2 days before, and that's why they're so crisp.
I could watch that Aaliyah on NXT. I could watch her over Rio or fucking whoever else on NXT or AEW. Like Aaliyah.
I don't know who the hell.
I think AEW ring raggedy like that. Wrestle wise, they get away with all them botches and stuff is because WWE got NXT included is a different machine. That's under the Vince. You know,
but what I'm saying,
you got Triple H. They calling the shots. You got Khan trying to call the shots.
I feel
Omega.
But Travelino, what I'm saying is like okay, Travelino. Let's say me and you, we're gonna work Dynamite this week, right? If we're both
we should go open.
If we're both in the area, then we're going down to the ring the day before, and we're gonna walk through our match because I don't want to look stupid on TV. I don't care what direction Tony Khan is telling us we got to go in, or where our characters are gonna be, and what we got.
We gonna look good.
I don't care about that, but I'm talking about like when we get in the ring and we have something in mind that we want to do.
Yeah, we're
gonna work on it. We're gonna go through it because we got the time.
But
we're not.
Nobody knows too.
Yeah, you know,
WWE for some reason they botch a lot. If y'all got time, go back and watch all them Arab shows they did in Saudi Arabia.
But see, they do that when they don't have.
They was botching a lot.
But those shows,
that's the house show botching.
They have to keep it under control on those Saudi Arabia shows. They can't do half the shit they do in the States.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You want to talk about botching? If you watch Raw tonight, Drew McIntyre is getting further and further apart from them Claymore kicks.
Yeah, they drop it early.
They got to change the camera angle to look like Lashley really got hit.
Well, he can't slap his leg either no more, too.
Yeah, you can't do the leg slap, the thigh slap no more.
Yeah.
Why not?
They stopped it.
They banned it.
God damn. So now he got to miss the kick, and he can't slap his leg.
Real.
Too many people is doing it for everything.
There goes Adam Cole's fucking super kick. There goes fucking Johnny Gargano.
The whole Undisputed Era.
Yeah, fucking
Gargano.
Yeah, all of them. The Claymore
kick. That makes no sense, bro. What harm was that doing? Just like, what harm was it for the fans to say one fall during the championship match?
Oh yeah,
That's Vince.
Stupid, man.
That's Vince. He wanted to keep it.
Oh, that's part of the whole fucking match is the crowd interaction.
I mean, like, that's how you know you got a real good championship match. Because if it's a shit match, the fans never used to say one fall. They didn't give a fuck. Yeah. But when you had a big match, they were like one fall. Like they're telling you they're in already.
You know what's good too? I know nobody watches it, but the UK show is fucking good too.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah. I've been seeing highlights from the UK show. They get it in.
Hey, I like Imperium. I like
them. Imperium look like Cal Mackey's friends. That's the Hitler Youth. Them motherfuckers like a bunch of Nazis. You can't tell me they don't look like some Nazis. I'm just waiting for them.
I like them because they seem.
I'm just waiting for them to do the Nazis sing high shit. I'll be like, yo, look at these Nazis.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them. They like a bunch of Aryans.
I don't know, man. I don't think.
Now they good money. I like what's the cruiserweight? The one I think he the champion. You mama Chris Benoit.
That Ela Dragunov guy?
No, that's a Russian.
He good.
Dude. I think
he wrestling. He wrestling Escobar.
Jordan Devlin.
Oh,
Devlin.
He's supposed to be coming over this week.
Yeah.
They go after Escobar.
Yeah. I think Devlin go against Walter on YouTube in the Indies.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he might lose the belt because wasn't his ass in trouble for all that girl?
Yeah, sexual. I guess they waited for it to go over. Yeah, Jordan Devlin was one of them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well,
but Matt Riddle
allegations. Nothing.
But Matt Riddle was one of them too.
He sure was. We ain't seen Velveteen Dream either. They've been talking about firing him. They've been talking about firing Velveteen Dream. He's one of the best homegrown products they had.
Yeah, but if he was smart, he better straighten up and stay in NXT, because if he goes to AEW, he's gonna be nothing over there.
Yeah, he won't. He won't.
What's his
He'll
real?
be next. He'll be like Powerhouse Dobbs' hairstylist or something.
They go treat him like Velveeta cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Rusev.
Oh man. Oh.
That's a shit.
He just run his mouth over there.
So
He told me the Cornet.
It made me so angry with him because, man, he's another one. I had no problem with him going right into a main event scenario with Moxley or Cage or anything to show that he was ready.
I watched him come out on that tank live at WrestleMania. And I was like, the entrance ever. And to see him be a best man to some fucking phony wedding now.
A guy that's not even as good as him. Like, it's just
for real.
Like they stuck him in that scenario. And it's like, I know he's probably thinking like, how do I even make this positive? Might as well just fuck it off.
But to me, it seemed like he got a chip on his shoulder because on Twitter. He reacts to a lot of stuff now. He just got to with
he's fighting
with Cornette.
Jim Cornette.
Yeah, he threatening Jim Cornette to fight, whatever. Jim Cornette.
because Cornette was talking about the big titty.
He's talking about the whole AEW.
He called her a whore or some shit like that.
Yeah, but he talking about the whole AEW. The other thing is, y'all made a good point a couple weeks ago when you said him, Pop, D, whatever their name is,
Perfect.
Two Dude Dash and Wilder. When you said all of them made a big fuss, we going to AEW for a better, better roles or whatever, and a better chance. And now look at y'all.
I said that.
They don't look. You
said
better.
that, Randy. I know one of you said it. Yeah, y'all over there going.
Randy said
y'all better off than WWE.
They was doing all this bitching and moaning and crying and sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to go to AEW. It's going to be better." No,
you know the sad part is
bitches. The only one that had to go through that was Moxley because Moxley was the big free agent.
Yeah.
The sad part is when you look at all those guys that you talk about, the FTRs, the Rusevs, even the Perfect Tens, none of them have even got close to the success they had in the WWE.
No.
For all the oppression that they were going through.
And you know
Bastard Pac. Like, what the fuck is that? The Bastard Pac? You couldn't come up with a better name?
You know who they're trying to get over there now too? They're throwing little subliminals like his contract's gonna expire in a couple months. Chad Gable, they want him. They're like, let's run it back. Let's run it because he was posting highlights about what were their names? Him and Jordan. With
American
Alpha. Right?
American Alpha. There you go.
Gable and Jordan
posting a highlight of them fighting the Revival, and he was like, hey, how about in a couple months we run it back, like trying to throw a hint like his contract's gonna expire.
Yeah, but
I ain't front. He look good with
they'll come over and they'll do that match. Next thing you know, they'll be parking that pickup truck for fucking them, and that's it.
I like how he looked with Tucker though. He brought that's his name, Otis. With Otis, the way he got the Hill Otis, and Otis is like a monster kind of. They got their little tag team thing and. But I don't know.
What happened to Otis's partner Tucker? What was wrong with him?
Nothing.
Turned on him and disappeared.
Nothing.
Over Mandy.
What's wrong with them?
Like they separated them for what? Like it made no sense to me.
Because Mandy Rose. Because that after that skit, how that shit blew up, they're like, all right, this guy needs to do something by himself. Got to get rid of the other guy.
That's stupid. Now Mandy
I
Rose
he might run in and help Shane out.
It makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
He might run in and help Shane out. He might run in and help Shane out as a new character on some Hill shit. That's a big dude. They got a couple of big monsters sitting back there. They ain't doing nothing with.
They totally fuck up good tag teams, man. Like they totally fuck up good tag teams.
Because there wasn't no need to break them up. They should have kept Big E with the New Day. I don't get that.
Dude, Otis had no business winning the Money in the Bank, and we want to be serious about it. You know, I don't know what they were going for with that shit. That made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
But you see, they got it off of him and gave it to the Miz.
Dude, but the Money in the Bank is starting to turn into a real joke. Like it hasn't been a part of any real significance in years.
Yeah.
And what they doing with Morrison too? They have got Morrison
I was just saying that shit, bro.
Super talent. I would rather he go to NXT or something. That man can move, he can work.
Bro, I was just telling Randy that shit. I feel like John Morrison done took the Robbie E way out. He just a manager now. That's all he did.
Like
all that talent.
But Robbie E, he can't wrestle no more. I thought he's too hurt now, right?
Well, I'm just saying, like he's just a permanent manager, bro. Like he don't.
Hey, but that guy's been through it too. Like maybe he is just like, you know what, fuck it. Like I paid my dues.
Yeah.
On his way back, they showed him. Remember they did the 24/7 shit on him on the network. They showed him exercise, and he still could move. He still could go. I would have rather seen him win that strap, lose that. Let him touch it. I think he deserved to touch it.
Me too. I agree.
It's like they shit on Ziggler and Rude, even though I think they're the tag team champions.
They're tag champions right now.
But come on, Rude is the main event heel. Like, come on.
He was. I mean, like, nothing was better than that goddamn glorious gimmick. That whole glorious gimmick was so fucking over.
Money.
They fucking killed it, man.
3 years ago, that man was gonna fucking win the Universal title, and now fucking.
He's like the next Ric Flair. Let me count all the chicks on the takeover had with the Ric Flair thing. Well, Ric Flair fought Steamboat, he came over all the chicks. He's coming there, the choir.
I mean, you think about that shit. You look at how they doing Ricochet, man. Ricochet don't even get TV like that.
Not doing nothing with them.
That dude is too fucking good.
He should have joined the Hurt business.
Yeah.
Man.
Somebody post that they
go back to NXT, man, because like it's just sad. He don't even get on TV.
Yeah.
I like that. I like Timothy Thatcher at NXT.
Yeah, he's cool.
Thatcher's good.
He's cool.
That's another heavy hitter right there. I like that strong style shit. Like I could do the
Hey,
strong style.
I like that shit too. I like chain wrestling, hold the hold, strong style wrestling. And really, WWE, they have an account there where they can create a program just for that, you know, with the Drew Gulak and all that, where these guys just want to get down, you know. They don't give a fuck if they want a belt or whatever. They just want to get down, you know. Yeah. You got it like that, but WWE wants to be, every show has to be Broadway. There has to be storylines.
What I am looking forward to, I'm looking forward to Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Whenever that happens, probably Mania. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
See, that's another thing. That's another thing too. The question becomes, how long is Seth Rollins going to sit on the sidelines? Because you know he's going back to a main event spot. We just don't know.
I don't think they want him. They don't want him and Roman to touch it. They keep them away from each other.
No, they probably will. But I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if he sneaks back up on Raw or something like that. But I know Seth ain't gonna set to the side for too long. They probably letting him do this while he getting acclimated with his new child and everything.
Yeah.
But eventually, by summer, he's got to slide back into a main spot.
And then Rey Mysterio and Dominic shit. I'm over that. I'm over the Ascension, T-Bar and all them. You know T-Bar. I showed you what T-Bar stand for, right?
No.
He said the T stands for trans rights. And the B is
Black Lives Matter.
He was tweeting.
If that's true, all them organizations should be mad because he ain't shit. Like, this is what y'all got to represent us.
I'm like, it's a new world. And the other thing, I ain't gonna front. What's the name? Soulja Boy had jokes. He was like, yo, this motherfucker, even though he a drug addict, he said this motherfucker threatened me. He's not putting a wrestler to watch that shit. He got fire and black shit dripping out his mouth. He said he got other way to talk about Soulja Boy. I was like, yo.
The thing is, Soulja Boy got major jokes, but I can't remember the last time he was relevant.
Nah.
Besides talking shit to Orton, I mean, I can't remember. Because I remember when he had that one good album, Trav. I forgot what BET Award show it was, but they let Soulja Boy close out the show, and everybody was walking out while this nigga was performing.
I mean, Soulja Boy's a little nigga, but He a clown. Like the last time he
But
a troll.
Ain't he old now though? Like he gotta be old.
Yeah, he gotta be like 30-something years old, but he still love 41-year little nigga to me.
Yeah.
But he went on he a little nigga to me. He went on Hot 97. Remember he was like Dre, you know, like he had the Gucci headband on for 40.
Yeah.
That's the last time he was relevant. So the Randy Orton thing is like I said, the hip hop community is looking like you mess with Randy Orton, he gonna fuck you up. Hey, Randy's 6'4", 290.
They probably both is having fun with each other while they high though.
Nah.
You never know.
Soulja Boy, the last time he's like, I'm Big Draco, I'm gonna shoot that nigga. You know what a Draco is, right? That small AK. He's like, I'm gonna shoot this nigga. He's on cocaine and shit, and Molly and that good shit.
No, the shit. I gotta get off of here. But before I go, I gotta say, like that shit you put up there, Travelino, with what's the name of that fucking snitch in New York? That fucking Home Alone child.
6ix9ine.
Talking about he want to fight Meek Mill and shit. What's the matter with him?
Oh, 6ix9ine. I mean, he a troll. We live in a new world. It's trolls, man.
It's all for clout.
He the only. Hey, I'm surprised. Real shit. I'm surprised he's still breathing, bro. Like I thought he was
FBI
hard to get people out.
He with FBI agents. What you gonna do? Shoot him in front of FBI agents?
Can't be touched, huh?
No.
That's why he's trolling.
And that's why he talking about fighting somebody.
Yeah.
That's a damn thing.
He trolling like,
When recording that, all the cops were in front of him. That was
they right there in front of him when he shot the Meek Mill. Those cops, the FBI agents. You can't kill him. You don't get $1 million. They gonna kill you, or you don't get $1 million.
On the video, Meek Mill was like, "Oh, this fool trying to get me thrown in jail. Look at him. He's with cops. He's with cops."
Wow.
He's an FBI informant. You kill him. That's like killing an agent.
Man. And this is the guy that has all this money and shit, you know.
But I hate to say, at the end of the day,
that's the way these fucking kids are now. They love it.
That's the way the world is. Look at the world we live in. You got trans wrestlers. You got snitches running around talking about they gay. You got faggot. I'm not homophobe, but
you know,
it's a new day.
I'm not no homophobe either, but I care not to see that kind of stuff either.
And then a guy like him, what I don't like about it, because I know real gang members that's high up into that shit from New York. He told on a lot of niggas, and it's like, bro, you perpetuated that image. So the kids looking up to you.
Hey, it don't matter where you from, what country you live in.
I'm just saying,
a snitch is lower than fucking damn near anything else walking.
But bro. You know what though?
To us, yes. But
but you know what he's doing though. Like I watched the other
savior now. He's
go.
You can get out of doing bad. Look at 6ix9ine, what he did. That's how all these kids think now. Snitching's okay.
Yes.
It's fucking.
And not only that, his audience ain't niggas from the hood or people over fucking 30 years old. These little suburban white kids that's loving this shit. It's not no kid, little Raheem from the hood that don't got nothing.
Right.
Or little Jose or whoever. There's some motherfuckers over there that they got mommy and daddy and this is funny. It's a car accident. Not only that, he's a real, what he's doing, I watched the documentary on what he's doing is this. You gotta be a wrestling fan to understand. He said, I'm a villain. He playing heel.
Yeah.
What's the ultimate heel in rap? A rat.
A snitch.
Or a faggot. He do gay shit, say gay shit, he put face on women's body, and he's a snitch. I'm the ultimate villain.
Go ahead and question my taco meat, homie.
Hey, Chuck, we ain't even need to see that.
No, it's because Jose made a
comment. Whoa.
Jose made a comment, goddammit. All that chest and no taco meat. Don't question the fur, nigga. It's there.
Whoa. Chuck just flashed us before he went off. He did the Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl. I was like, whoa.
Nah, nigga.
You're about to get
more like fucking Lionel hiding in the bushes. When fucking Nicole Richie's mom caught him, and that nigga was hiding in the bushes and shit.
It's horrible.
We're gonna show up the taco meat. I'll see you, Gerald Levert.
Hey, he's a bad motherfucker, though.
Damn.
Oh man. Hey, but yeah, I just like I said, that shit with that guy right there.
Nah, I mean,
I don't even know why anybody gives him the time of day. But it's just like you said, if he's still generating money from somewhere, somebody gonna always give him a outlet.
Okay, you know who it is? It's that fucking clown motherfucker who I would love to go 2 rounds with him. That DJ Academics. He's the one putting him on.
Yeah.
I hate.
But he from Academic from New York, but Academics blew up because
that's fucked up, Jose.
Academics blew up because Academics amped a lot of that Chicago shit up. That the beefs and all that they killing each other out there.
Yeah.
Academics amp a lot of that shit up.
But
and the sad thing is, he'll go. I don't follow him. He'll go in there and be like, "Oh, this one said fuck him. You think he gonna live to see tomorrow?" And that one said fuck him back. You think he gonna kill him? And then when they die, he be up there. Oh, if you got any information, call the police and tell. You amping that shit the fuck up.
That's fucked up.
No, he does. Joe Buttons went in on his ass when what's his name? Triple X thing. What the fuck? I don't listen to him young. I don't listen to him. Triple XN died. He like, yo, you be amping it up with these kids, and then they out there killing each other.
Yeah.
And then you looking like, you got information, tell. 6ix9ine's like, yo, the whole Chicago suck my dick.
Yeah, but
went in on them.
Joe Budden speaks facts, but they all think Joe Budden's a clown. But Joe Budden's the realest one fucking speak. But everybody else calls cap on him.
Shit, Joe Budden
exactly.
got a fucking
you got that kid. Look, that kid. When that rat came out of prison, he went all the way to California where fucking Nipsey Hussle died.
Yeah.
Put his hand on the wall, took a knee, put flowers down in the hood. Then went to Chicago, mine with agents all around him. Went to the hood where y'all from Chicago, where fucking Chief Keef and them.
He went to O Block.
O Block, where one of their mans got killed. Put flowers down and like, yo, rest in peace them. Poor look like the ultimate disrespect. I mean, but they're disrespectful too. And that's what they generate. They kill a nigga and like, yo, I'm smoking on this nigga. Like I be smoking on Cal Mackey. I smoke on Roscoe all day.
What is that?
I don't even smoke.
Fuck David.
I mean,
all day.
You smoke on your ops, but look, Randy, like, what the hell is going on?
This shit
all these niggas. Anyway, the dude, he doing real wrestling.
The one to knock Kyrie Irving bum ass out, huh?
Y'all look like a real heel tag team though. Chuck and Randy. You need to talk about that. Chuck got the bars.
The good old
Randy got the ambush joint. Huh? Y'all looking like the natural disasters. You heard?
Nigga, I gotta get up in the morning though, man. But
PM Dawn and men on a mission. You heard me? I'm feeling this.
So I like it. Yeah.
The new MOM.
Hey,
now I'm gonna let y'all go through. I gotta go.
Whatever happened to Mo, homie?
He's right there. Mo? He's right there on the top of the screen.
Right there. I think he did a shoot interview recently, right? Didn't he do a shoot interview or some shit?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I ain't gonna front.
Did y'all see that shit where Gordon Hayward dunked on that nigga from fucking Sacramento? Now you can dunk on people and shit?
Hey.
This motherfucker.
I ain't gonna front. That was the worst time of wrestling.
Yep.
That's bullshit. Fuck him. Paid him all that money. He didn't even fucking do shit for us. Bullshit.
He's putting though with Michael Jordan.
I swear.
With Lonzo's brother.
Yeah. The rookie of the year.
He looking like it.
Only 4.
What I was about to
a real rookie.
Well, I was about to say when WWF came out with Men on the Mission, I'm not gonna lie, that era I started getting in trouble. I fell out of love with wrestling. I stopped watching that shit for like 2 years.
It was kind of tough to watch though.
I ain't know, bro. I went back and rewatched it. You know, I'm up on it, but like I was happy Brett had the title run, but the Men on the Mission, King Mabel, I was like, come on with this shit.
It was tough to watch because they was draped in all that purple and yellow. And then at the same time, you have Fatu making a difference with orange and green and red.
No, and then let me tell you something. When Men on a Mission, they vignette video come on, you see a train, right? Or outside train in Harlem. That's my neighborhood where I'm from. Like, I'm like, these motherfuckers came to the hood. built trained by the projects. Like, yeah, they from the hood. We kick their ass if they come to.
All right, y'all.
I ain't gonna front though.
I gotta jump off this.
I told you.
Yeah, my.
I told you this. Once upon a time ago, though, I did see uptown in Washington Heights copping cocaine. I seen New Jack. I seen New Jack copping cocaine. That motherfucking real.
That don't surprise nobody.
That motherfucking real.
Who's y'all sleeper picks for the goddamn tournament? I don't think Gonzaga gonna win the whole thing, bro.
Illinois.
For who?
I don't think Gonzaga gonna win the whole thing.
Illinois taking it all.
Illinois.
What tournament you talk about?
The tournament starts Friday.
Baylor.
Illinois.
The tournament for what?
NCAA.
March Madness.
Oh.
Because Gonzaga finished 26-0, and they number 1 overall. And like, I got some friends who are hardcore Gonzaga fans. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers get y'all ass beat every year. Y'all always fucking be number 1 and be in the top bracket, and y'all get your ass beat by somebody.
And you know who my sleeper pick is to go. They're not going to win, but who's going to go far? Syracuse.
Mine is Georgetown.
I've always liked them, Allen Iverson.
Hey, and think about this. This is the first year that fucking Kentucky
and
who?
Duke.
It's Kentucky, Duke, and Louisville ain't in the fucking tournament. But Rick Pitino is back in the tournament with Iona, homie. Yup.
All right. Before everybody goes, that's a good question. Who's the kitchen bitch of the week? It's still early.
Hey, no, my kitchen bitch was in burying fucking Braun Strowman, bro. Yeah. He ain't my favorite guy, but that was ridiculous tonight.
The body shot.
I don't know if it counts, but my kitchen bitch is I would have to say it's Kenny Omega for setting up that fucking botched explosion.
Oh yeah, that's AEW.
My kitchen bitch Omega. That's in the dude that's 6'9" and shit they did. He's like 6'9" me.
Yeah, that was horrible too. Him and Don Callis.
Yeah, Don Callis. I was like,
they did that little 69 in the ring. Fucking.
I rewind. I'm like,
yeah,
that wasn't even funny. I'm like,
that's homosexual tendencies.
Who do you say?
Yeah,
what do you say, Randy?
Well, fuck it. Let's go for the trifecta. I'm just putting the whole AEW. Fucking Shaq big goofy ass. But fucking
Shaq did good. You can't get mad at Shaq.
It was all about Shaq standing by them tables 3 minutes before the spot. Like they kept telling him, "Bro, move to the corner. You blocking the camera."
I know,
but he
didn't want
to miss the table spot.
Before we let go too, that I guess TNT they don't like that new Japanese girl singing that Maki. They said she needs to cut that.
She's trash.
Yeah.
Which one?
She's flipping everybody off. Like I thought she was
that's all they do.
What did she do though?
That's all they do. Do this.
You talking about that?
What she do?
No, it's a little short one.
The pigtail.
It's a little short one. Her name is Maka Ako, something like that.
Like the coffee.
Yeah, but
she's trash in the ring. She's horrible on the fucking mic, and all she do is flick people all fucking day.
That's what Jim Cornette was talking about, right?
Yeah, I think he brought that up too.
The TNT execs said no more.
That's all she do is flip people off?
Yeah. Fuck, bro. Like she's supposed to be a face, but she's fucking fuck you. Fuck.
Oh, that's a gimmick.
It's weird. No,
they went and studied Stone Cold.
Steve Austin did it back in the 90s already. It's over.
That's what I said. They studying that old Steve Austin shit, thinking, oh, this is what the Americans like.
They probably go send their ass the first thing smoking back to Japan.
Yeah. And I'll leave it alone. Kenny Omega, he a fruit, obviously, right? This motherfucker gay, right?
No,
he was doing the gay shit with old boy. Abushi, what the fuck his name is?
No,
you talking about the new Japan Intercontinental and Heavyweight Champion?
Remember they were the Golden Lovers.
Soon to be Impact Heavyweight Champion.
They were the Golden Lovers. Remember?
Yeah.
Were they the Golden Lovers?
I think so. Yeah.
And then pictures of them were like half naked, like some weird pictures of
we ain't never seen Omega around no pussy either.
like he gay, like, and then you laying there 69. I mean, I'm like, what? And then the man does it. I'm like, come on. Even Gallows and Anderson looking like, what the fuck? You see them looking like,
that's a little too. That's
and
a
they
little too
lost
much
them
right
belts.
there.
You seen that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. New Japan has those belts now. New Japan has those Impact belts now.
Yeah, Finley's son and fucking Juice Robinson.
See, that tells me what's up with Impact, bro? Are they going to be gone or what?
No, they getting smart. They making deals.
Or they're gonna get bought.
I don't think they're gonna get bought. I think they just making deals. They doing that influx of talent.
Yeah, they trying to what's the name? Trying to spread it on other, trying to expand they
It ain't no good though, bro. It ain't no good when you got Tony Khan just talking hot, wet shit about him every fucking week.
Yeah.
And nobody
the CEO of the company is talking shit about them every week, man.
On their hour fucking show.
On their show.
Yeah.
So about broad time, I like to help out the
I'm
poor
like,
and all that.
You need money that bad, bro. You got to find out how to get some money some other way because your image is taking a hit.
Where the end go? I would dig it if he go on there and fucking be a heel and somebody just come out and drop his little ass. You know?
He'll be trying to sue somebody.
They might as well make him an on-hill character like he the one back in Omega and he screw over fucking what's the name, take all their titles. I would do some shit like that.
Hey,
and he pop up on their show talking shit.
Hey, I'm about to
like it's a hostile takeover.
I'm about to hop off, but I just got one question for Sammy before I go.
What up?
When was the last time y'all motherfuckers bought every fucking body in one day like you did today?
Oh, hey.
When the fuck did y'all start spending money like that?
Hey, today was Patriot Day.
It was Patriot Day.
They spent $200 million today, and they've only spent $400 million in the last 10 years.
Crazy. Every time we turn around, so-and-so signing with the Patriots. So-and-so signing with the Patriots.
You know what it is?
With the Patriots.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
No.
I'm going to tell you what it is before I leave, too. They saw Brady win, and, you know, they love Brady.
That's what I said.
Randy called that shit, yeah.
They want to show the world that they didn't need Brady, just like Brady didn't need them.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? Fantasy-wise, fuck Cam Newton, but give him a full year on this team. I think they're going back to the playoffs.
Why not?
Hey, they wouldn't got him a tight end.
You got no really is fucking Buffalo.
He didn't have no receivers, no tight ends. They didn't have shit.
He got weapons now. He got
he got some shit now.
And supposedly, we're supposed to be trading to get Justin Fields too.
You gonna move up? You gonna move up with us?
Maybe. We already got Bourne for that ass from that ass.
You can have him. Hey, honestly though, I'll tell you what. Kendrick Bourne is good. He's a good slot receiver. Like the number 3, he's good for that. He's always open and he catches good balls in the end zone. He does do that.
Well, I don't know about that bum Aguilar. I know that motherfucker's going to be dropping shit, so I hope Bourne...
Aguilar is better than Bourne, bro. Aguilar still... You got to be still...
Aguilar had a better season last year. His numbers went up when he went to Vegas.
Yeah. When you get a quarterback that can get him the ball. Cam can get them the ball.
But you know what? That's Jonnu Smith's team now. That boy's going to eat it there.
Yeah.
You seen what Cam did for Greg Olsen. So Smith, I'm picking him high in fantasy this year for sure.
Yeah, that was a good pickup.
But
we gonna see what happens tomorrow.
Now we just waiting on Randy's team to sign Russell Wilson and get his ass out of the NFC West for God's sake.
You know what? I think he's going. They say more every day how much he likes that team. I think he's going.
I'm reading the comments. All I gotta say is Cal Maggie had jokes, you know?
I was too caught up in our conversations. I didn't read one thing.
I'm trying to keep up with him.
I read the dessert line. I was fucking laughing at that.
Gerald dessert. That's fucked
That
up.
was horrible.
All right, well, my phone's gonna die. I'll see you guys later. I love y'all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all be easy.
All right. Hey,
be safe.
We're getting off of this fucking Family Matters 4-way call, homie.
Yeah. Pandemic era fucking call.
All right, man. I'll take it easy.
Just that new shit. I'm out.
All right,
All right. And that will conduct this episode of Wrestleheads. If anything cracks off and pops off this week, we'll be back on. As you've seen tonight, we are equal opportunity shit talkers for everybody. It don't matter if you AEW, WWE, NXT, New Japan, Ring of Honor. Catch y'all. Hope you enjoy this episode of fucking Wrestleheads. I bid y'all good night. Stay safe. Mask the fuck up. We out.